Nah, did y'all think I was gonna let you all rot? Nah, we here. We here. We feeling lucky tonight, chat. We out here. Hold on. Turning on the lights. Okay. Hello, chat. What's up? Hello, Kuro. Hello, Z. Hi there, Claire. Hello, Mel. Hello, Lobster. Hi, chat. How's it going, Nikki? Hello, Raiders. Hello, Lucy. Wow. Does it say, how's it going? Good evening. Does it actually say? Hold on. I'm curious. I'm not, but I am 100%. Yeah, I rated into myself. That's funny. Hi there, Lucy. Hello, Raiders. How are we doing, everybody? Won't be able to experience your majesty in full tonight as my bitch-ass dad turns the Wi-Fi off at midnight. Kuro, no. What? That's a bummer. Like, every night, I have no water. I have nothing to drink except for pickle juice, chat. I don't want the pickle juice How's it going, femboys? What's up? I love that Pure shows up as a raider. It does show up. It doesn't for me, but that's so funny. Oh no, it does. It does say I'm a raider. That's why I was like, I wonder. No, I was, yeah. Hi there, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome in. I hope Lucy's stream was good. Rated her own stream damn straight. That's how fucking, that's how goated we are here. How's it going, everybody? Got held and I allowed it. Yeah. Sometimes it'll, like, be weird. My mic is quiet. Really? Weird. I don't know why it does that. There we go. That should be better, right? Happy Friday, everybody. Lucy, how was your game? How was the little skiing game? I saw you were like a frog on a slope. I was getting ready. I didn't have time to be able to, like, actually do that. I had to take care of my hair. It was crazy. Chat, you may notice, you may not, because now we're getting used to it. We got our eyelashes refilled. God, I fucking love lashes so much. It is... My God, I love them. It's like just an instant effect. Yes, it's maintenance on maintenance on maintenance, but Frog, Duolingo Owl, same thing. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. It was the... Yeah, I kept seeing people in chat saying that. It's so cute. Thank you. It's honestly super simple. It's super, super simple. It is just freckles and blush with like the slightest amount of concealer. Sorry, I was just moving something over. But yeah, very little effort on my part. W lashes, they're so good, so gorgeous. Thank you. Going on an Ulta trip soon. Do it. Get some shit. Duolingo's an owl. Owl is the child of an owl and a frog. I mean, is that? I don't know if that's confirmed. Should have been born with freckles. It just looks right. You guys really, people love the freckles. I've gotten so many compliments on them. How much would it be? It's about $200 for an hour and a half tattoo session. I might look into getting some tattoos for the freckles. I always said I would never get tattoos. I was always like, nah, there's no way I'm doing, like, I would never do tattoo. But I never considered, like, freckles as a tattoo. But funny enough, I always used to do freckles on, like, MMO characters that I would make if I had the opportunity to. They're cute, right? Aren't they the best? Didn't have freckles until you started HRT. Then they just started coming. I've never really had, like, too much frecklage. I read about it on a Duolingo fanfic. It's real. Okay, I'll take your word for it. She's actually on time today. I'm trying. Fridays, I try to be here for the real time. Feels like it would super hurt. I mean, I've had electrolysis. I've had electrolysis. The real question is, should we do on the bridge? Like, if we do it, should we, like, freckle it? And how many freckles? Like this? A little bit more frecklage? I don't think any less than this. I like to have it, but I don't know. 175 is crazy. It's about 400. Interesting. Well, freckles are a little bit of a different... It's not really, like it is a skill, but it's also, like, when you really think about it, all it is just, like, getting the dots down. I could see why it would be less. Got a tat 1 before tat 2. Oh, funny. I have 2 hand-sized tattoos, and I'm in for, like, 1,300. I mean, if we're talking about how much we're in cosmetically, my hair is a lot so far, and it's just going to keep getting to be more over the years. I prefer temporary, non-permanent custom tattoos if they exist, and nice alternative. So there is a way to get like semi-permanent freckle tattoos, but they're still gonna last like 2 to 4 years typically. Do you wear sundress? No. Do you like wearing sunglasses? I don't wear sundresses. I think other people are gonna. When will you start wearing sundresses? No, I don't wear wigs. 5 large, 2 small. Definitely want more. I don't think I'd want like any sort of like, I don't know, like regular tattoos, not really my thing. Freckle tattoos sounds so nice because that's just makeup. Hello? Thank you for the biddies. No sundress. I'm not putting the sundress is going to be like a $500 stream goal. Okay? If we end up doing sundress, it is going to be something that we like actually put like a real ass goal at. It's going to be like a cosplay stream kind of. Welcome back, Val. You don't wear wigs, but that guy yesterday said you did. Isn't it crazy? I love when the right wing calls my hair a wig because it's such like a fucking great insult. Because I'm like, oh, you think that this is fucking fake? Nah, sorry, bud. I'm like anime in real life. Yo, boobs are boobing. Boobs are boobing these days. I think my boobs have been getting bigger again. All those cheese roll-ups I've been making. I had one earlier today, chat. I also had Bola Pastina. Not gonna lie, depending on how long this stream goes, I might make another giant cheese roll-up. I don't know. As a tall person, you simply have more space for tattoos. You should do it. But I don't even know what I would want. Like, I don't even know. So, there was one Bioshock thing that I actually saw, I think it was on Reddit or something the other day. And it was a pretty fire, like, trans tattoo. And it was a Bioshock trans tattoo, like, implying that, like, I forget, like, how... It might have just been, like, a bottle of estrogen on the tattoo, like, behind it. But it said a man chooses, a slave obeys, implying that, like, you know, take your estrogen and you can choose. But if you're just, you know, you're just going with it, you're never gonna make the right choice. That would be pretty fun. Like a, I don't know. That would actually be kind of interesting. I would have to think about a way to like make it trans on maybe like a plasmid, but like with the transgender like symbol on it instead of like a normal plasmid. And then like a woman chooses, a man obeys. I think that could be fire. That could be fire. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna totally forget that idea though. Unless somebody clips that right now, I will forget about that idea and never use it. That could be fun though. Yeah, a woman chooses, a man obeys would be actually pretty fire. On like a Bioshock plasmid, like gender bend plasmid. I don't know. I have a fun Bioshock tattoo, actually. It's the mark of the false shepherd. Ooh. I love the idea of it being trans more. I think that it could just be a really fun, like, double entendre. Or, like, double meaning. I don't know. Only real men take estrogen. Only real women take estrogen. It's the men that we're trying to... It's the men are the ones that the right wing keeps saying that we're corrupting. Yo, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he's gonna come back in 2 weeks on like the one account that's just timed out and not banned? I'm curious. So I think as long as he's just using the one account, what will drive him more insane is so here's what we're gonna do, chat. If he comes back, or if other trolls get the same treatment, like if they wait the 2 weeks just to come back and bitch again, I think we just slap them with another 2 week, like we'll let them vote. And this is how we like rehabilitate the ones that keep coming back for more punishment. We teach them like, well, if you fuck up wrong, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks. That's like your life just wasted. You want to condition them into wanting to be good, and then you can start to work on those ones. Last night was wild. Whoa, you guys are trans? Neat. I know, right? Can't wait to get railed in a sundress. Do you ever just like get lost in thought? Unrelated, but y'all, you ever just like, like when you guys are reading like a good book, do you ever just like mentally like put yourself like where those characters are for a second? I mean, what? I hope he comes back with an endocrinology appointment. That'd be fucking wild. Evening. Oh my god. Just a prank, bro. Yeah, literally. Took my meds, quadrupled the dope. Oh. Suzu just gave me a fucking heart attack. Took my meds, quadrupled the dose to catch up. Also didn't have a clean needle, so I just spit cleaned one I found in the parking lot. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, chat, look what's back. I found it. Hi Suzu. I'm very proud of you. Good job taking your meds. Adrian said I had a femme dream last night. My dress became a torn? Someone was willing to it became torn. Someone was willing to repair it on the fly. In my dream, I was wearing in pink undies. I've got like 2 or 3 pink pairs of underwear. I have a lot of like blacks and whites and like blues, actually. I get a lot of blue. I have one really nice red thong. But you guys don't get to see those. Anyway, in the dream I was going to a concert. I think it had something to do with the sundress craze. Listen, I mean, sundresses are really cute. I know that they would look great on like most people. This isn't like a self-deprecation thing. I'm just too tall for them. Nikki said I need a sundress now. Everybody wants sundresses. So repressed it comes out weird sometimes. A lot. No, it's okay. It gave me a nice mental image. Lasha says I do when reading fanfic. Yeah, right? Exactly. Oh my god, Jenna. What do you do? Jenna, Jenna, you're a very good girl. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you. Could you bark for me, Jenna? Could you bark in chat? I mean, it's for you. It says clicker train me, please. I'm just saying. You've got everybody else all hot and bothered. Chat. Could you bark again? It's so silly. It's so silly. Y'all are so fun. God damn it. Val, I'm not a puffy girl, but why am I being yelled at? You ever played Marvel Rivals? I did for a little bit, Alchemy. I ended up putting it down. It's just not my speed. I know that they have gender bend Loki for the event though, which is awesome. All hail the clicker is crazy. Susan says, I don't need you to be proud of me. Okay, I won't be proud of you then. Whatever. Fine. Be a brat. No one's too tall for a sundress except for me. Tall girl in a sundress. No. Tall women look gorgeous in sundress. You can't prove that to me. Technically a cat girl. I mean, you could meow. You could purr. There's things you could do. Turn the clicker off, damn it. It's annoying. The bottoms don't need any extra validation. Make them suffer. So mean. They're allowed to have their validation. Mel says my headphones died when I went to do chores. Now I have to listen from the laptop speakers. Ew. How long does it take to charge them, Mel? Validation denial. Isn't that a different kink? Friend is trying to talk me into starting Overwatch. Don't give in. It's terrible. Literally play anything else. Play Palworld. Mel says I want validation, but I don't like the clicker. You're a very good mod, Mel. We're very happy that you're here. You do a lot for the channel, and it's very seen. We're very happy to have you. Mel just hits me with the fucking ellipses. Silly. I fixed most of the... What issues were you running into, Suzu? Something thirsty, others drown. You get the idea. Putting it down right after clicker training is a wild turn of fate. I'm gonna put everybody down. I don't crave your validation. You crave mine. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know about that. We sure about that? This seems like way too much of a, this is way too much of a power exchange. I don't know. I didn't consent to this, Suzu. This is my domain. I am queen here. Per imagination. Honestly, if you're asking me like to pick, the thing is like energy, puppy girl. Body type, cat girl. 1000%. Puppy coated cat girl really is the energy that I think is what I would embody best. If you're giving me like any sort of like cyberpunk digital e-girl body, cat girl with a puppy girl energy. Bottoms deserve the suffers. So mean. Bottoms need care and love and validation and support and attention. Lots of attention. Like so much attention all the time. Not that I would know anything about that. You know, it's funny. I actually don't even know when I officially gave up fighting the bottom allegations, but at some point it happened. But it's more brat bottom. I need a little bit of both. Are we being mean? Why? Because I'm tall? Behave yourself. Get enough bottoms in a room and they will suffer. No top. Nah, get enough bottoms in a room and you eventually fill it and then somebody's going to be on top. Mel says, okay, the head pats actually ruled. I wish I could get head pats. Nobody's taller than me. I have not met a person that like, they're, besides like, I'm taller in heels. What if I'm wearing heels? What if I'm being a brat? What if you put heels on and I go, well, you don't get to wear heels and I don't. Lucy says I'm taller than Lucy. I tower over you, girl. I'm so much taller. You don't realize how much taller I am than you. It's crazy. You couldn't get the auto restart? Hello? I'd wear platform, then I would too. I won't be tower. Listen, I'm a very complicated girl. Okay? Just because like you're like I want to be shorter than somebody doesn't mean I'm not going to wear heels to like be difficult, okay? That's half the fun. Couldn't get the server to also. Oh, so was it doing it now? Eden says that what my weekly injections are for? They make you cute. Should I tell everyone who double snaps who? Listen, I snap people all like the fucking time. I'm just saying. I like seeing streak go up. What up, Got Through the Goblin? How we doing? What's up? I'll get leg extensions and be 7 foot tall. That's a wild. Please do not do that. 7 feet tall seems like it's just a bigger inconvenience than anything. I have food. I'm here now. What'd you get, Lucy? And a dress, like a long. What? For who? For who, Cuddle? Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. Instructions unclear. Filled up all the bottles. Well, I'm sure they'll be happy. I'm sure they'll be happy. Can we switch? I hate being short. Goblin, how tall are you again? I forget. I'm sorry. Lucy says I'm secretly 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". 6'7". Lucy says she's 6'7". Haven't been pinned down on the bed. Will they give you a hickey on your... Oh my god. No. Also, leave my Adam's apple alone, please. It's like chaser vibes. Not saying you are, Cuddle. I'm saying, like, I wouldn't... If somebody focused on my Adam's apple, I'd be so creeped out. I'd be like, that's the weirdest thing to target. No. Ugh. No. Like, I'm not going to talk about my erogenous zones, but that's definitely not one of them. But apple's tasty. Are we saying Adam's apple or like a regular, like, what are we saying? I don't know. Char just shows up and instantly starts clipping. Being a tall girl is hot, big, strong, pick up small. I don't want to be big or strong. I want to be 5'3". Not Val getting in trouble with Mel. Silly. No, I'm not clicking the 6'7". We already know what I'm gonna do with it. She's down for cannibal. No, I'm not. Pink Lady is all right. Like I don't know my apples that well. I want to be 5'4" because that's average women height. See, I want to be shorter than that. I want to be below average. I want to condense everything, keep the boobs I got, and then just, you know, like pull like from like the top right, just like scale down. Just scaled exactly the same 5'3". Yeah, that's what I would love. Instead, I'm gonna. That's what I mean. Like when we go to places, Saskatoon Stars are the best. I've never heard of those. Yeah, no, I would say that like. The thing is I really pure equals short. Imagine we're just gonna start a bunch of fucking rumors, and it'll be like people that'll just like keep coming in, joining, and like new people. They'll just be under the gaslight impression that I'm like 5'3", and they'll be like, yeah, I could see it, because people don't understand like scale of things usually, and then we'll just, you know, eventually we'll get like a sighting out in public, and I'll just be towering over people, and they'll be like, how are you 5'3"? I'll be like, how are you supposed to be 5'10"? Pierre's actually 4'2". I'm like below sort of certified like legal short person. That's crazy. Short's good because you can climb places other people can't. Yeah, but like I can reach a lot of stuff. It's not necessarily that my height is a bad thing. I have come to accept my body and all the changes that come with it, but there are some things that I have noticed short people just straight up can't do that I do without thinking. But on the same trade-off, like I smash my hands underneath ceiling fans very, very frequently throughout childhood and young adulthood, and even into like a month or so ago. Like if I am taking a shirt off and I just stretch my hands up over my head while the fan's going and I'm like under the fan, I'll just smash my fucking hands, like my fingers in the fan. It's great. Here's an illegal short person soon. My legs are 4 feet long. It's been established. I don't know how long my feet actually are. I'm not quite sure. Technically, I'm only 3 inches off, which I definitely haven't agonized over. 3 inches is a lot, though, Mel. Like, that's a big difference in height. Start HRT, 4 inches will disappear somewhere. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Hey there, Lily. How we doing? Good evening. What's up? Shart. Is that really the first? All right. Well, welcome in, Lily. Shart, my beloved. She's my go-to romance. Hello. Very grateful for my height now. It wasn't so great growing up, though. I am happy with the body that I've got. Also, what's up, Avery, and what's up, Darkness? I don't know if I said hi to you two directly. Renaming myself to Hands, so Pure will smash me on a... That's fucking dumb. That's so dumb. Doing pal breeding again? Is that the only kind of breeding? I'm interested in something else. I'm in my fucking... I have been minor migraine today. It's definitely the fucking... I mean, it's always the 3rd week of the month. Headache, extra energy, or extra, hunger. I'm hungry so much. It happens every fucking 3rd week of the month. I'm so hungry. I'm just inhaling food when I have the opportunity to. And I mean, I'm not super sore right now. They're pretty under control, but if I keep eating, they definitely will be. And yeah, definitely a little bit more, a little bit less PG-13 mentality last day or two. I don't know. I'm horny, chat. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with it my own way. She just said 3 inches is perfectly average. We're all horny. Just a little bit. I need a max condensed splatterina. See, you're saying all these things, D, and I'm still running with lamb ball and shit. Not sure how large your feet are. I'm sure people here would be willing to help measure for you. Should I do you guys, could you? Do you guys want to see? Oh wait, fuck, no. Lucy said not to do that. Hold on. Wait a minute. You gotta go? No worries, Kuro. Have a great one. Take care of yourself. Bold of you to assume Pure isn't high. Oh, I can get more high. Do you guys want me to? I mean, if you guys are gonna insist that hard. I can just hear Lucy's voice going, don't cough. Just pissing me off. Oh no, I knocked over all of my... Hold on. Alcohol wipes. Give me a second. Let me go get water, because if I'm not drinking water while I'm smoking weed, I'm going to just super dry my throat out. We're just going to slowly start sounding like a fucking 60-year-old Florida smoker. Hold on. So chat, $1,000 donation goal. We'll do a hot tub stream. I'll just have my tits out. It'll be great. Get banned on Twitch. What? I'm not high. Why would you say that? Just where my brain randomly goes as I'm walking around. I'm down, right? Why is everyone so horny? It's in the air. It's Friday. It's Friday fuck day. I'm okay with being a tall woman. I don't really care about my height. I don't mind my height. I just wish I was short. Oh my god, do you guys hear how much better my voice is? Drink your fucking water. Who in chat that voice trains constantly hasn't drank water today? You're doing yourself a disservice, especially with the air quality. The air is horny? It is. It's smoking right now. That's a bad joke. That's in poor taste. That's in very poor taste. That's in such poor taste. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hydrating right now? Do it up. Smoking, right? Electrolytes are what we crave. I do have Gatorade downstairs. Maybe I'll make that later. You're hungry because of your T-girl period. I'm hungry because I'm high as fuck. We are not the same. Oh, is that why we said bold of you to assume Pure isn't high? I'm gonna die now. Hold on. All right, we're good. Anyway. What was I saying? Pal said, no, wait, Pure, it's fine. What, getting high? I love getting high. What's up? I would never do that. I don't smoke weed. Drugs are great. Just DM me in Grand Theft Auto. I can help you with that problem. What problem? What? Eating food? I got a lot of food already. Trans ice cream treats for Pure because she's a good girl. That would be awesome. Can I get estrogen, like, ice cream? But, like, could it stack? Could it be, like, a consumable and, like, an RPG? So, like, every time I eat one, I get, like I go up, like, a half a cup size. You know what? But that would be a bummer. Because I'd only be able to eat, like, 7 or 8 of them before I'd, like, have to stop forever. But then at the same time, I wouldn't want my boobs to, like, revert back to, like, a C cup every morning. And, like, I'd have to eat more ice cream. I don't know. I don't know what I'm picky. It better be really good ice cream. I feel like my problem is I would have like a super progesterone spike. And then I would just be like, yo, I just want huge fucking tits. And then like once I was done with my period, I would be like, all right, maybe I should have stopped like 17 cup sizes earlier. But hey there, Mises, how we doing? All you gotta do is not cough. It's literally the one thing. It's literally the one thing. Bras falling down? Oh, is this that new meme where it's like, oh, your bra strap's showing and they literally just lift their shirt up? I don't think I can lift my shirt up. I don't think you guys are allowed to see. I don't know. Are you guys allowed to see? You might be able to see me in my bra. I'm not going to run the risk of getting banned, though. Why on earth did I come back to horny? I'm probably enabling it, to be totally honest, Mel. I can't tell if chat is more or less unhinged than usual. It's just a Friday or a Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Mises is right. It is Saturday. I think it's a little bit of me and a little bit of the weekend. Not to be confused with the guy, the singer, The Weekend. I know that probably a lot of you were confused about which one I was referring to. No, officer, it's hi. How are you? Uh-huh. Woo, Squidle. The air is horny. What is the I mean, what is that? What the pollution is? Okay. So you also, the way that you typed it, Lobster, was pollution, and I was like, in my mind, with the weed in my brain doing what it does, I was like, are we talking about like e-girls like polluting the world, like pollution? Like, are we saying like, are we making a pun? And then I was like, oh no, it's just the pollution. Got you. I don't voice train constantly. I should. Val, it's so much more validating. It's validating when you learn how to do it. Like, bro, come on, dude. Like, let's be real. We can go from here all the way back up to here without even trying. And I love being able to just like code switch, because also watch people in chat. Yep, see? Immediately people are like, why? Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Or you could just have it up here and you're able to just do what you want.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
People get so mad when I do that. Lucy's literally just a girl. You and me both. They put Prague in the smoke. Good. Give me bigger boobs. Maybe that's why they've been getting bigger. Listen, I wanted to wear a Polish called No Smoking because of a Polish? What's a Polish? Saw the edges of the green screen with that one. Oh yeah, we fog it out. Last month, so the thing is we're dropping it down. We're doing like the deep voice. That's the thing. This is not my like original voice. I was not this baritone. I didn't talk this way. It was the thing isn't finding a boy voice. It's finding like what my original voice was. And that one is more like, it throws me off. I always get thrown when I do that one. Like, you'll notice a difference. I can do the deep baritone and just kind of be like, yo, this is fire. But if I do like my original voice, I do end up kind of like, I don't know. I waver a little bit. Because it is the voice that I was used to hearing for so long. It would, yeah, right there. Somewhere around here is kind of where my voice used to stand. You'll notice that it's like, it's the same, but it's different. It's definitely not as like ebro. It's just a dude. Trying to find that voice when I don't do it for a few days, that's the problem. Dropping the voice down, that's different. I like saying dude regularly, just a phrase. Oh, I never use dude anymore. I use girl or girly pop. Welcome back, though. How's it going, Night? I don't know if you remember me. You were, like, earlier this week, weren't you? I'm like, yeah, I know that, like, you were kind of, like, going through some shit, right? Like, I know that you've been, like, I know that we were kind of saying, like, you gotta, like, you gotta keep pushing for yourself and for everything else. But welcome back, Night. It's good to have you. Pure made me horny and a CBD vape smoker. Oh my god. Don't put that on me. Max said, I almost said something about choking and swallowing and then realized that it did not sound like I meant. Well, I'm proud of you for not saying it. 6 or 7 of them. 6, 7. You have a slushie. Let's go, D. Only reason I'm not terrified to talk to anyone here is because Mel married me day 1, and Toast let me out of my carrier. Yo, where's Toast been? We haven't had Toast in forever. I miss Toast in chat. Pure, each tree adds 25 cc's to implants, so you can pace yourself. Oh, I don't want implants. I want my boobs. I want naturals. I want big, fat fucking naturals. Actually, I am curious how this looked. For obvious legal purposes, chat, this is lavender and chamomile. This is an anxiety pen, okay? This is an anxiety pen with lavender and chamomile. The dead eye lock. I'm gonna die now. Hold on. Is lavender and chamomile. I will admit to nothing else. Relaxing said, how did you train your voice? 1 day at a time. Not even trying to be annoying, 1 day at a time. Relaxing, the whole thing is, it's like you have to find your range. There are a lot of videos online that can actually help you get like basics. You can look into Yuko on YouTube. Yuko EX has a voice training tips that I use. Now I also know this fairy Princess Lucy, which I did use her for a bit. I do like her videos, especially like the animated ones. But yeah, no, Yuko has a phrase that I actually used a lot, and I still bust it out every now and then. Although I do unironically use Taco Bell as a vocal stim to help me find it, because I don't know what it is, but when I heard it, I was like, oh, that's great. It's just saying something that brings your... So Taco Bell. And you can like play around with it. But there's also what Yuko had is keys, seriously. So keys, seriously, it brings your voice up. It has those E. So like the thing is a lot of the time when you're talking, you have to keep in mind inflection and like the way that things come out, how breathy it is, what the pitch is, what the resonance is. It all goes into one final result, which is why like going from down here, which is like super deep, and just kind of like having it, essentially the biggest thing is when you're talking deep, don't yell at me. I'm using this for educational purposes. Don't be mean. When you're talking deep, you can very often feel it in your like upper chest. Like you'll feel vibrations. Like if you put your hand on your chest and you're talking deep, you'll feel most of your voice is down here. The thing is as you bring your voice up, you're bringing it up further and further. And then like the thing is, if you're talking like all the way up here, like you're bringing your voice like super high, very nasally too, to be able to get there. It's very like, oh my god, like, ooh, and like woo, yeah, really, really high pitched, nasally. It's kind of hard to hold. But at the same time, it's about restricting airflow. It's about understanding. So like when you're talking, you will just notice you carry it down, and like I keep it somewhere around here. Like this is a very like easy resting space for me. It's just, you know, it's an amalgamation of going cartoonishly in one direction, bringing it all the way up and sounding incredibly unnatural,
or at the same time being incredibly deep and bellowing.
It's really about finding a balance, for something that works for you and something that you can do over and over and over. Do you watch Peerby? I do when I get the opportunity to, yeah. She's definitely high right now. Shh. No, I'm not. You don't know anything. I would never be high. That would involve doing drugs. Relaxing on a 3-day streak. Let's go. I'm so far behind. Mel says, or don't do the dude voice. Shh. Shh. Oh my gosh. I always be saying dude, bro, and man. Val, you gotta get yourself on girl and girly pop. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm telling you, it's so much more fun, especially if you hit a guy that's like, if you hit a guy with girl, they're gonna be like, so fun. I love it. So they don't know how to respond. Girly pop is my latest vocal stim. Girly pop is so fun. Guys, gals, and NB pals. Everyone's a dude and everyone's a girly pop. I agree, Mel. No, I do agree. Everybody's a dude and everybody is girly pop. I think girly pop is just more fun. Like, I also like girly pop because you can also be G-pop. Like I'll be like, yo, what's up, G-pop? Like, it's just, it's fun. It's whimsical. It's great. Oh, she's way behind. I can only imagine how long ago you said that. This is so uncharacteristic for her. Shh. So mean. Toast update. He just doesn't wanna. There's a deeper answer, but I won't share it out of his privacy. Okay. That's a bummer. Well, tell him that we miss him either way, Jenna. One of these days, these joke relationships are gonna make a real one. Probably. Eventually. Hold on. Boring Kate is chubby with big boobage. See, I'm just like, I love all body types. I'm just honestly trying to like anime max my own. Hello? Can do. I'm on it. Wait, what are we? Oh yeah, just letting him know. Thank you. The thing is I know that it's probably really uncharacteristic to say this, but like, I don't know, everybody that's a part of our community and everybody that's like uncharacteristic, maybe just out of, maybe it's like uncharacteristic for like, I don't know, streamers, but I feel like I'm not even close to the size where I can't be like a little bit parasocial with everybody that like ends up being a regular here. Like, I just really enjoy the opportunity to be able to show up every night, and I do think about y'all. Like, I tell people like you guys are part of my stories. Like I was literally talking about streaming shit today while I was getting my eyes done. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I put a lot of time into it. Pure not being familiar with common nomenclature is forever a source of hilarity. Wait, what did I miss? I have no idea what I missed. Apologies, I'll be dying now. Cheerio. Pretty much. How to voice train, just do it. One day at a time. You have to get over the cringe, and that takes a long time. Talk to everyone like you're talking to a small animal. I mean, you could. It's not a bad approach. Fairy Princess Lucy is a nice content creator. Yeah, we like her. She got me through a lot of my like early shit too. I watch pretty much every video from Cafe Foxtail. Big fan of hers. I've been watching those from back before my egg fully cracked. I'll rival Lucy? No, I don't think Fairy Princess Lucy's ever gonna know about me. I'm not that big. Don't you owe Lucy like 10K? Wait, why? What type of videos are you watching? Voice training videos. Or what do you mean, just in general? Post short samples of my fun voice on Discord. It's ready, but I'd like to re-listen before submitting it. Do what you gotta do, Adrian. Definitely. I can't wait to get high when I quit my job here in a little bit. Are you gonna have, like... You're gonna be good? I'm guessing, Nikki? About to break my 4-year non-smoking streak. Celebrate me. Girl, enjoy getting high. Pop off, queen. It's also, like, nothing wrong with getting a little bit of high sometimes. 11:45. What? I don't believe that. It's 12:21. Yeah, Mel said 11:18. That's better. 3 minutes behind. Darkness is actually just gaslighting. Listen, it's probably parasocial, but like, where else am I gonna yap? I'm here to have a good time every night. That's my whole thing. How else am I gonna get wives? You gotta collect them like Pokemon, right? My favorite place to yap? Lucy, it's 12:20. Girl, do we have to shoo you out of here? Weren't you working tonight, or are you taking the night off? I feel like I'm distracting you. I love having you here, obviously. I'm going. Listen, I don't want you to leave. I need to clarify that. I just also don't want to be the reason that you're, you know, you're not out here getting the bag that you deserve.
People happy.
People happy indeed. What is good, Ben? With the primer again. I feel like you just hit me with a primer. Where are these months going? Rapidly downloading Minecraft? You're just gonna pick it up randomly? My egg is cracked. That's so cool. Me? Wait, who? My egg? My egg's been cracked. Girl, I've been on hormones for 19 months. I'm far beyond a cracked egg. I'm not one of those people taking estrogen for the bit. God, I don't know if you could take estrogen for 2 years and still be on like a mental kick that you're like, I'm just doing it to fuck with people. Like, if you're taking it to be a feminine man, okay, if that's like where you came to in your like identity, sure, I'll support that. But if you're still insisting it's a bit 2 years into HRT, I think you need some therapy. It's just to troll the left. I got giant fat titties and worked on doing squats every day of my life to be able to just, you know, own the left. Absolutely wild. What's up, Ben? How we doing? 39 months with a 15-month streak is wild. Absolutely crazy, dude. Mel says I might start looking for jobs. I kind of want to move. You know, there's one place that if you got like a remote job... It's one place that I'm aware of that's very affordable to live in. Little hot. It's a little warm and mildly humid sometimes. But not too bad. One might just refer to it as nothing more than tropical. You know, Mel hates the heat and the humidity. It's just a little bit. It's not too much. Mel withers in the heat. She'll just be like a mummy, just dead on the street. Is it necessary to be on a specific... Well, relaxing. An being an egg is essentially the precursor to admitting that you're trans. I mean, you said that your pronouns were she, her. Are you like, I'm just curious, like, where you're at in your internal discussion. If you're talking about being on hormones like middle American parents and their child's age, oh yeah, my estrogen baby has been out for about 19 months. Yeah, when do I start referring to it by years? You don't know I'm trans? I'm pre-HRT. Okay, that's totally fine. You're already trans. If you say you're trans, you're trans. Like that's the beauty of it. It's as simple as just saying like, oh yeah, no, I'm like pre-HRT, but I'm trans. Pretty much when you say that, when you come to terms with yourself that you are trans, that's the egg cracking. That's the metaphorical cracked egg. You don't do squats, don't lie. I don't right now, you're right. Coming up on 3 years of transitioning to be an ally. Shut up, Squiddle. Oh my god. So dumb. We've been forced feminizing Pure for a bit. Yeah, obviously. I don't think it took much forcing. Shut up, then. No, you're right. I'm just doing this because I was bullied into it. I'm actually incredibly cisgendered and heterosexual. I'm actually I'm incredibly conservative. Oh, why did that feel bad saying? It was like, I just felt gross. I don't want to identify as conservative. I believe in upholding them good American values. I guess I can't do that with like a country girl voice, right? Like I have to do it with like the guy voice. Florida sucks. I was born there and I can agree with that. Yeah, Florida does suck. British summer weather 24/7 over there. I'd die. Listen, Thailand is amazing. I need to get there immediately. We can compromise. You can come to Minnesota and I'll melt in summer and you freeze in the winter. We'll have both. Oh, so we'll just be miserable 24, like around the clock. I see it. No matter what, somebody's miserable. Ben says I'd love Thailand for the food, but I'm not made for the tropical jungle yet. Ben, yet you're not made for it. Come with me. Come with me. And you'll be in a world of pure imagination. What did you get auto-modded? I'm curious. Aggression? Why are you being aggressive? Val, what's wrong with you? You good? Do we need to throttle you? Throw you down the stairs? What? Sorry. My estrogen baby, I'm stealing that one. Damn straight, steal it. You don't even need to give me credit. I love hard-boiled eggs. It's honestly, they're harder to crack, but you eventually get there. Why am I being yelled at? Mel says you can throw me down the stairs. I'm not throwing you down the stairs. I need you here. Lexi says, I know what I am since I was little, and I wanted to start HRT since I was 15. Well, I'm really, really proud of you for being able to find who you are at such a young age, relaxing. It took me a lot longer than that. I mean, I'm pushing 173, I think, this year. I lost track after the first 100 years. But yeah, I'm coming up on at least like 2 centuries, so it's been a while. It took me, and I've only been on HRT for like 18 months or 19 months, so you know. 420. Sorry, I see. It's the dementia. It's finally hitting me. after 420 years. I'm gonna big lurk because head hurt, but if I don't rally, night night queer people on the internet. Love you, everybody. Love you too, Squidle. Take care. Oh, pure straight? Okay, she thinks women's uggo, I guess.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm all about that pussy. Come on, man. Lock in, bro. Like, that's all I'm here for.
Don't fucking clip that. What's up, Ronnie? Welcome back. How are you doing? Was there stair throwing? That's already done. It's already done. It's already done. We already threw Mel down the stairs. We're fine. Twitch confirmed. Pure's MAGA. I need to take a fucking shower after reading that. Oh my god. That's actually wild. At least in England we get 2 full weeks of nice weather per year. You get a whole 2? Damn. Scandinavian blood craves the cold. I just need the warm. I need the warm. I'm so sick of the cold. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? How much time you got? And yes, you need to throttle me. What the fuck? Everybody's horny tonight. Mel says pure hate. What, you want to be thrown down the stairs, Mel? I need to break a bone. I never have. That's not something you need to do. It's not something you need to do. You know Vlad? Yeah, I know Vlad. Again, another content creator that will never know me, but that I know them. Sprained my shoulder at Dave & Buster's. Oh god. Yeah, I've never sprained or broke a bone. Pure's all about that pussy, bro. Chains, whips, and pussy lips. That's crazy unhinged. Well, thank you. And yourself? I'm doing fantastic, Ronnie. Thank you for asking. It's a Friday. End of the week. Can't complain about that. Can never complain about that. Got my lashes done. We got them refilled. So, like, if you're like, well, nothing looks that different. They do, but it's one of those things that it's like, when they're done subtly, they look great. But, like, I love having lashes. I know you guys are probably thinking, do you see the lashes? You do right after you open your eyes. As soon as you're done, like, opening your eyes, like, after having them closed for, like, an hour and a half, yes, you do see them. But then your brain kind of, like, filters them out, and then you stop being able to.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Have a good one, Jenna. Sleep well. Wait, a lot less unhinged than I thought it was gonna be. What? What'd you think I was gonna say? Live by the horny, die by the horny. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. If I'm in the hospital, school can't make me do my homework. I mean, I suppose, but then you're not learning. You're gay? I'm pan. So yes, and I'm like improv. I'm yes, and I am gay with extra steps. I'm essentially way more attracted. So I'm pan poly demi. I feel like I say this once or twice a stream. Just so weird that it comes up so often in conversation. I feel like I offer it up too often, honestly, when nobody fucking asked. I am pansexual poly. Sorry. I'm so fucking high right now. I abbreviated them, so it's poly. I'm like actually high right now. Hold on. Is it polysexual? It's not polysexual. Polyamorous. I'm fucking high. I'm fake poly, chat. I'm fake poly. Roast me on a fire. Murder me. Yeah, I'm pansexual, polyamorous, demisexual, which is essentially like, if I'm going to be attracted to somebody, I need to make sure that like we're on like a very synchronous wavelength. Definitely a case of like I don't really care about gender and like physical traits. While I do have like types, it's a much lower priority compared to like personality and interpersonal relationship. I'm also very low sex drive in general. So like for me, a lot of the time it's like I would rather hang and have really good friends, and like maybe things get spicy sometimes. But I would much rather go on adventures with like some best friends, you know? Do my Val impression, just leave. Oh, is that what Jenna did? That's funny. Not you, Pure. I'm not paying attention to you. Wow, rude. Do you feel like content creators and moderators will come after me in like 1 to 2 years from now? Why, Adrian? I don't want to learn no more. You're going to learn everything. Tired of learning, but I got to learn all this girl stuff. You got a lot to learn, Val. It's going to take you time. Not evening, just laughing at me. High as a kite. I really am. Polymer. I'm a polymer. Yep. Pan and poly too. Let's go. Yeah. Pan, poly, demi. Have a great one, Lucy. Good luck with tonight. I hope you get your money. Get your bag. Dude coming in with the 1 week. Let's go. Welcome in, dude. Attracted to women, but I'm attracted to femboys. You can be attracted to... What is that, chat? Is that, when you're just attracted to a specific aesthetic? Like, you could be attracted to a feminine form or a masculine form, and it's not as genital focused. It's, like, presentation and how they, like, socially... present. That's like totally valid. Honestly, I'm more attracted. So while I could see myself in a theoretical relationship with a man, I would more likely see myself in a theoretical relationship with a trans woman or a cisgendered woman, or potentially like a very effeminate mask person. But I would consider the right guy if it was perfect. That's kind of where I stand. They would have to be a knight. They would have to be a knight in shining fucking armor. They would have to be like anime main character match. Like they would have to be anime protagonists. He would have his work cut out for him, but I wouldn't say it's impossible for me anyway. But, you know, Justin Bieber, never say never. Your streak updates tomorrow? What's it at, D? Avery said I'm very much, like, only ever attracted to guys when they have won me over with their personality. Yeah, it can work. Claire said I'm attracted to femme-presenting people. Yep. There is a specific word for it. I just don't know what it is off the top. Is it gynosexual? Is it? I'm a lesbian, but I don't care. I thought it was that. I just didn't want to see that. Can I kill D? No, let him have his streak. I'm a lesbian, but I don't care if they're cis, trans, or just a femme-presenting NB. Yeah, it's really... The thing is sexuality and gender are completely different, like, entirely different concepts. And that's what so many people cannot wrap their brains around is I'm an aspiring transsexual. Transsexual? Isn't that like, I don't know if that's like a word we still use. Isn't that like technically considered like a slur now? I think it is. I know Claire's not doing it intentionally, but isn't transsexual like not PC? Hey girls, it's me, Mises. I got my main account back. Let's go. Wait, so Mises, are you Masana now? Are you Masana now and forever? Has Mises passed through? Yeah, bet. R.I.P. Mises. Long live Masana. Gender is confusing and dumb. It is what you make of it. That's, for me, learning streak's gonna be 230 is crazy, D. The thing is I think that when I came to terms with my gender, I realized how easy gender is. Gender is what you make of it. Gender is performative. Now, people might hear this often said, especially in queer spaces. Gender is performative. But I have also spoken to my cisgendered friends that transsexual is considered by some to be more accurate representation of their transition. They seek to change their set. So, yeah, not necessarily their gender so much. I mean, I can understand that. I don't know. I wish I could change my sex, but like biologically, I'm aware of the limitations of modern medicine. I would trade out my internal sex reproductive organs, but yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Good night. Have a great one, Val. Take care of yourself. Pointed that they have always felt their gender, but they transition to change their sex. That's interesting. I feel like that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's like, I can understand people coming at it from a healthy position. I could also see where that would like spiral potentially into like potential self-inflicted transmedicalism. You got to be careful with a route like that, because the fact of the matter is like you don't need to have a surgery or anything to be a girl, but I understand what perspective you're taking. I see what you're saying. But yeah, no. What was I saying? Hold on. Genders. Oh yeah. I learned that gender isn't confusing when you just make it what it is, and it's a performance. Like when you look at how gender is conveyed, oftentimes it's in presentation. It's how you carry yourself. It's how others perceive you. It's a social construct that's literally just enabled by other people in society, right? And their perception of you. So the fact of the matter is you just kind of take gender, and instead of giving other people the power of perception, it's how you view your own perception. And I think that's kind of at the core of, you know, the journey for trans people, at least for myself. I can't speak for everybody, obviously, but like I feel like that's like a better way to, at least in my opinion, like word it. Gender is just fuckery. It really is. It really is. Transsexual does sound neutral. There are other words frowned upon. I don't know. I've just always like, I hear so many different voices from the void. It's hard to get like focused on one or another. While on hormones, you're more biologically your chosen sex than your birth sex. What with what your body is doing. Well, yeah, your body performs more aligned with the female body. Absolutely. That's fair that dysphoria just makes gender rough. I know you're working through your own stuff, Mel. I know you're on your own shit. And we're not gonna, we don't need to rush you through that, because it seems like you're just on your own journey of, I don't need a journey. And that's like also okay. But I get that. Honestly, like, I I had dysmorphia in other ways, and dysphoria. It's a bitch to have them both at once. But like, I used to like look at my body and hate it, and like look at things and point them out and be like, this thing here or this thing there, and this is horrible. And only recently, in the last like handful of months, really, like 4 or 5 months, have I stopped picking at every little thing about me and just learning to be happy with what we've got. You're very cute. Thank you. You are too, though. Meow. Cough. I mean, hello, everyone. Hi there, Nora. Good evening. Hello, cats. What's up? Relaxing said I want to have bottom surgery, but I'm not convinced to have long recovery time, lifetime dilation, and many complications. That's kind of where my brain is at, also relaxing. I'm not gonna even consider bottom surgery for another like minimum 2 to 4 years. Mainly because one, I have been keeping a low-key eye on medical science being forwarded in other Asian countries, specifically like China. I am not entirely sure that we're not in the next like half of a decade going to have some sort of radical gender science leap forward. I do have bottom dysphoria, but the dilation is a big part for me. That's really the rough one. And I know that they're like, oh, well, you know, after the first part, like you can use toys. And that's great. I mentally just kind of go to the place. I'm like, yeah, but what about when I'm like 85? What about when I'm 85 in the fucking nursing home? What happens then? And I'm like, I don't know if I'm mentally able to come to an answer on that yet. So I'm really hoping that like stem cell research and stuff keeps getting pushed forward. I know that China has literally cracked the code on how to regrow more teeth after your first 2 sets. I wouldn't be entirely certain that they couldn't reapply that to something else. Let us donate unwanted uteri to trans women. Literally, let the trans girls and the trans masks swap. And you don't want it to feel like a chore, too. Yeah, for me, it's like the bottom dysphoria is there, but I might get an Orky. I might very well get an Orky because I know that that makes tucking infinitely easier. An Orky I have considered. I might have to take like small testosterone supplements, unfortunately, to like offset the fact that I wouldn't be producing any. But because your body can't run on none. I mean, anything down there is kind of a chore. Yeah, that's fair. For sure, getting an Orky the moment it's feasible for me. Yeah, like that part of my life is like, I'm pretty sure about. If I have opportunity to do that, sure. Hi there, Trouble. I just wanted to pop in to say hi because I was thinking about you. I hope you've been well. I have been great, Trouble. I was actually thinking about you the other day, too. It's been a minute. How have you been? I hope you have you've been having a good time. Hope things are going easy for you. Mage said it always feels like there's one group trying to differentiate themselves from the collective, to appeal to the mainstream by not being like those problematic ones over there. New wave of trans medicalists, true scum, whatever form it takes. Oh gosh, so true though, Mage. Like, I mean, we've talked about the Groypers before, and I'll talk about them again because I love putting on blast the fact that we need a Groyper. I need a fucking Groyper operator that I can get out of the right-wing pipeline. I don't know how I bring them in. Do I just start using the tag Groypers? Do we bring them in? Mel's like, please do not do that. Do not fucking bring the Groypers in. I don't think that'll work. What if I name the stream Groypers Welcome? This trans girl wants you. What if we just make it like a big red sign? What the hell is a Groyper? I'll change the title. Wow. Oh, Avery, you don't know about Groypers? Groypers are the like the fans of Nick Fuentes. Because I need to find the operator. Nora, do you know what the operators are? It's so weird. I constantly tell people about operators and I feel like people don't know about them enough. Like it really needs to be talked about more. She wants to speedrun a conservative egg. Yeah. It's an ultra rare, all right? It would be like a really good gacha pull. Like, think about it. Like, eggs are pretty much just gacha. Because, once they crack open, you see what's inside. Like, okay, so people don't know what Groypers are. I got finished reading it a few weeks ago. Had to finish that part as well. Oh, yeah. He was on some shit. I think that was his cocaine binge. Great book, except for that. Spend some time with a friend today. Since they're going through a tough time. Aw, well, that's awesome for you to do that. Why not get the cute leftist try-hard trans gun on? No, I want them. I do want them. I just also want an operator. What's an operator? So an operator is... So the thing is with the Groypers, what essentially happens is sometimes there's enough of them in a populated city or something that they will... make little Discord groups. They will make, or even just sometimes Discord groups where, they just socialize way too much, like terminally online, incel type shit. The thing is what they kind of lock in on is the whole, Roman approach to how the men were men. And one of the manliest things you could do was to dominate another man sexually. And what essentially happened was there was tops and bottoms pretty much back then, and they would have male concubines that were more effeminate. So they really liked that concept. The people we're talking about, they really locked in on that. And there was this little bit of a dichotomy. Oh my god, bro, just be gay. No, it's even wilder. Listen, so why am I getting an extreme deja vu from chat right now? Because we have different people that join all the time, Mel, and this is always a news. This is like telling chat that Katy Perry killed a nun. Chat, you know Katy Perry killed a nun, right? That's a different story. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. That's not important. Anyway, moving on. So the operators are essentially what happens is no, we're moving on, Nikki. We're not talking about that right now. No, Abe, no, we're not talking. It's not important. It's not that interesting. You guys are fine. We're moving on. You're focusing on the wrong thing. We're moving on. Anyway, the Groypers, she killed who? She heard a nun. Katy Perry allegedly killed a nun. It's fine. This is chat. This isn't that interesting. Anyway, it's also 100% true, but it doesn't matter. I'm not just saying this as a shtick. It's actually true, but it doesn't matter. We're not focusing on that. Anyway, Ancient Rome sucked. What's with men being obsessed with it? I don't know, honestly. Wait, she killed who? I heard none of... Oh, I see. Boo. Took a class of women in ancient Greece and Rome. Super sucked. Yeah, fascist holdovers from Italy. They're just weirdos. But anyway, so we will get back to the Katy Perry thing. Hello? Sierra, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi. You're joining us during some gap. How are you doing? So yeah, what they essentially do, these Groypers lock in. And that's usually groups of 4 to 6 people, not too big. I just like Roman history and weaponry. Then you're not the problem, Ben. You're not the problem here. And these men essentially have been brainwashed by Nick Fuentes, who has told his followers essentially that being with a woman is like the least manly thing that you can do because you're subjugating yourself, you're listening to a woman, you're letting them dictate how your life goes, you're gonna like change things because they don't want to be with a gross basement dwelling incel. So like, just, so don't be with women. That's so gay. Oh, there's like very, very big rumors that Nick is super closeted. I think he is, he actually, I'm pretty sure willingly identifies as, like intentionally celibate. Like he doesn't, like he's a virgin because he wants to be. Didn't get Nick. I have not heard that. I haven't heard that. I got the Cotney. I got it. What has Rome ever done for us? Goes into Monty Python, pulls. Honestly, Rome blew up at the end of everything. Like, why are we trying to be like, oh yeah, wait, Nick Fuentes? I'm pretty sure there's a gay set. Is there really? I'll allow that. Yeah, we can allow that one. Allegedly there is. I have a crush on a girl, but her belief at some... I have a crush on a girl, but her belief at some stuff in trans are different, and her beliefs with some things in trans, about trans people, is different and kind of opposed. The thing is, I don't know, relaxing. I am somebody that always tries to explain to new people and to get them on the right page. I try to educate people that aren't educated, but that's not also your responsibility at all. No trans woman is a pillar, and we don't need to do anything we're uncomfortable with. You don't need to educate uneducated cisgendered individuals that do not know about trans people. I do it because that's what I have chosen to do with my time here on stream. You do not owe that to anybody. Like, I want to clarify that. The dude on the video sounds just like him. Oh, but you can't like tell. Apparently he got caught watching gay porn after a stream. That's why he forgot to turn the stream off and just started playing it. How do you not hit chat? When I hit end stream, I go to here. I play a song. It is 4 minutes and 22 seconds long. That is my outro to clean up. I then make sure I bring my mouse button over the end stream button while having on my second screen my dashboard that shows my stream. When I go like, when we hit the,
Oh, and in case I don't see you,
good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And then I do the whole like, I do like this, and then I click the end stream. I hold it because there's like a 2-second delay. So I hold it and I wait, and it's got it, and I'm smiling. It leaves a good outro like clip for it. And then I see the video fucking stop on my other monitor when it catches up. You a professional? He's a fucking professional. That's embarrassing. Nick Fuentes has more followers and more viewers than I will ever have. You should not be making rookie mistakes. She thinks trans women and women's sports is cheating. Does she think that's because of a muscular advantage, relaxing? Have you tried explaining to her that most trans women that compete in sports have to be on hormone replacement therapy for like, I don't know, somebody can correct me, but I think it's like 18 months minimum you have to be on HRT. And during that process, there are actual studies that you could refer her to that prove that like after 18 months of hormone replacement therapy, that the muscle density of trans women and cisgendered women are like identical. And also you could point to the fact that usually trans women don't win. It's usually cis women still beating us. Also says bedtime, condition to sleep. Yeah, right? Literally everyone's just logging out. No, there are reasons that I do things the way I do so that you don't fuck this up. It's crazy. So much work to educate someone that you care about. Yeah, but Avery, it is also worth it when they finally understand. Evening says, and then you start watching gay porn. I close every single window, not because I usually have porn up in the middle of the day, but like just because I leave like my work email and shit up. I close every tab before we go live if I have my computer already up before I go live. Like there are steps that you should always keep in mind as a streamer that can just accidentally go wrong. You left a source up that was showing your fucking Chrome because you were watching a YouTube video on stream the night before. And then when you boot your stream up and you go over to the source that you weren't looking at first, and then you have that up, oh, it just popped up and your entire fucking work email or something is on screen. Or I guess your gay porn. Like there's so many ways that things can go wrong that if you guys are ever interested in getting into the streaming space, you have to keep in mind like these things, because it's like, otherwise you're just fucking yourself. It's crazy. Actually meant 2K, accidentally made 2K arrows in Pal World. How did you what? Nora says you end stream. I've never been able to stay awake that long. We go late a lot of the time. When stream over, Pure plays Sandrock. It's a guilty pleasure. Yeah, that's it, Trouble. That's definitely it. Oh my gosh. Transphobes are obsessed with trans girls in sports, like they even care about sports, especially women's sports. Oh my god, it's wild to me how many people care about something that they've never watched once. I don't know, I never asked her about that, but I think maybe she means that. So, relaxing, one of the biggest things that I will say that has helped me interact with people that are less educated about trans experiences is a lot of times people have just been fed bullshit. And here's the thing to keep in mind. It is really easy when you watch my stream every night to go, well, I don't know. I feel like there's some pretty good knowledge out there about trans people. Like, I feel like if you look in the right places, there are people willing to teach people, because you would think of my stream or something like that. There isn't. And these people are not coming to my streams, you know? They're not even considering the fact that there are just chatting streamers out there, let alone just chatting streamers that are trans. Like, that's not a thing that they think about. So then they don't go, well, let me look at that other perspective. Instead, what happens is they work with their racist, homophobic coworker that is a Trump voter that talks about how the trans people are stealing the sports and giving like kids transgender surgeries in the afternoon that they're at school. And also, what fucking tech are we sending anybody that has bottom surgery out the same day, like inpatient, outpatient, in like a 6-hour school day? Even if that kid gets there on time, we're saying that they're gonna have that kid done with bottom surgery by the time that we're fucking done with school for the day? Crazy. But this is psychotic things that these people hear, and they hear some person that's incredibly uneducated and has zero perspective on the experience, but has been fed inaccuracies and propaganda from a completely unreliable source over and over again. But then this person that might be a progressive thinker, that might be more of an ally, but has never had the opportunity to interact with a trans person, might go, well, I don't know, like, people seem really mad about trans people in sports. Like, I don't care where they pee, but like, I don't know, people seem really upset. Like, and I guess it's not fair. Why, you know, like, I wouldn't want like another man competing against me in sports. And they don't, and then because of the propaganda, they don't go, well, they're not men, they're women. And I guess that there are women that are born with high testosterone that are allowed to compete in sports all the time. And oh, well, I mean, I did hear about these studies that prove that muscle density decreases over 18 months plus of HRT. And like, they don't have these points of reference. They only have the negative stuff, and putting themselves in a perspective of an unknown situation of, well, I mean, if I was in like high school, I would have been mad if like some 220-pound guy just got to win everything over me because he was bigger. Like, yeah, that perspective can lead to a misunderstanding that causes people that would otherwise be allies to maybe have an inaccurate position on something. I don't know. It's not your responsibility to educate people, but it is a potential to have a learning experience if somebody is willing to open up and like hear it. Can vouch for that. Used to be able to open up a bottle of ketchup. Now I can. Yeah. Now I can't open up ketchup, and I'm fat. Ah, Nora, I'm sure it all went to the right places, girl. Back in my radio days, we made sure at the end, we ended the program, we turned mic volumes down and off, made sure everything was off air before and everything was closed before. Why do you guys think I slap my mic every time I walk away? I don't even subconsciously do it anymore. I just get up, I slap it. Amazing too. Like, I love this mic. It's so nice that it's just got that touch on it, but it's not a button. It's just like a sensor, so it's really resilient. You gotta like be aware of your shit. That's when still in the making. Some people will not listen, and anti-trans propaganda is so potent to some types. It takes so much work to dismantle that for somebody. And in my case, she chose reactionary takes over reason. I'm just drifting away from this girl who used to be my best friend. You can't fix everyone. You cannot fix everyone, unfortunately. And if people are willing to listen to propaganda over facts, it's really hard to get through sometimes. I literally don't talk to my grandpa anymore because of his views. It's a heartbreaker. I'm lucky that my grandparents accepted me, because I know that I will most likely not have them for another 15 years, you know? There will be a time in my future where I unfortunately have moved to that point of my life, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be doom and gloom, but and that will most likely happen before 15 years. So there would be like this weird thing in the back of my head if I had been like, well, should I have waited long? And like, the answer is everybody transitions at the time that they're best able to transition. It's amazing if you're able to have the support of your family, but unfortunately a lot of trans people do not. And it is devastating. If you guys are cisgendered and you're an ally and you just watch this stream and you ever have kids, just understand that if your kid is trans or gay or anything in between, they're still your child. They're still your family, and they're still a fucking whole ass person with feelings and emotions, and like that they're going through shit, and that it's hard, and that your support means so much more to our community than people realize, because so many people, whether you're just a friend that's like, yeah, you're still my friend, obviously, like, that means so much when you are clinging on to what you have left. Speaking of fat going to the right places, girl, my hips are poofing out. Let's go, Nikki. I love hip dips from E. I don't have any hip dips or anything yet. They'll probably eventually settle in. Schools can't afford books for every child, but they really think that kids are getting forced surgeries at school. Right? It's absolutely psychotic. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we've got budget cuts, but if you send your kid to school, they're coming back with a fucking $60,000 surgery that you didn't approve, and it's free. Is that the propaganda too, maybe? Are they like, the left wants to use your tax dollars to turn your kid trans? And then people are like, I didn't realize that these surgeries were so quick and effective. As if gender reassignment surgery doesn't require a hyper-specialized doctor. A surgeon a team of surgeons, usually at least one or two people, extra, like helping out, as if they just got the medical supplies at a fucking random school in Iowa. What are these doctors on retainer? Like, what's going on? They bring them in on vaccine day. Oh, of course, of course. We can't pay for universal health care for a motherfucker to get antibiotics. They're out here saying that schools are just paying to invert their kids' rods. Literally. Transphobes deadass think every trans woman is fully bearded or only has... Yeah! Oh my god. The fact that I have boobs and, like... Yo, chat. Like, on top of the fact that the troll last night thought I had fake hair, he also thought that I had fake boobs. I'm like, they're not even that big. Like, they're there, but like they're not even great. I just do a lot to like make them be present, but like they're not even amazing unless I'm like actively pushing them together. They're not too bad. Transphobes don't understand like that taking E just turns you into a girl. It's actually kind of really that simple. Like, as stupid as it is, we made future tech medicine. Hi there, Water. Water Bubbles is a fun name. Welcome in. Pure, pure, pure. I finally downloaded Twitch. I'm not using my browser. Banana, welcome back. We love that. You're on your phone now. Is it easier? Speaking, I already read that. Negativity and outrage touches on a vital part of our minds. Malicious opportunists would use these as weapons to spread their views, which in turn creates more negativity and outrage. It's how lies are passed around and accepted as fact. It's a shame, really. It really is trouble, and education is one of the most important things. That's what's so funny. I've been seeing like these compilations of Fox News using the term overeducated. Oh, well, you know, the Democrats are getting all of this help from overeducated college-age students. What the fuck is overeducated? Since when did we put a limit where you go, no, hold on. You're learning a lot. All right. You're learning quite a bit. Finally getting into the true endgame of Pal World. What is that, D? Like, what does it involve? I still don't understand. Some people detransition and they now are opposed to transition. And I'm like, you experience what it's like to look like to be trans and now you're opposed. Yeah. Yeah, some people will literally do that. You have to keep in mind, though, that like the rate of detransition of people that do transition on the high end, if you're looking at like studies that like are semi-skewed towards like people that like towards finding people that detransitioned. On the high end, it's about 3% of people that medically detransition. On the low end, it's about 1%. So you have to keep in mind that like there is a larger regret rate for knee surgery than transitioning. But there's like very, very, very few people that do want to be so vocal. And then the thing is like propaganda will use those to make it seem like there's a bunch of people, that there's like 40% people that are regretting it, or like 80%. It's on par with their eating the dogs. Oh my god, it's so fucking stupid. Yeah. Deep talk about trans problems. Eats entire piece of seaweed at once. I'm literally... I like seaweed. Leave me alone. Don't pick on me. I'm literally just a girl. Um, as the saying goes, everything is conspiracy when you don't know how anything works. The more educated you are, the less things sound suspicious, because then you're able to go, wait, no, that's just a fucking lie. Ryan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? Good evening. Water Bubbles said, thanks. Absolutely, Water Bubbles. I hope you're having a great night. Welcome into our stream. You guys are just catching me right in the middle of it. Usually we go until like 3 or 4 a.m. So we're going to be here for a while. You guys have caught me kind of in peak form. I don't know. Friday's hitting hard today. My conservative religious father-in-law lost his mind when I came out. He improved once he learned my partner and I would still probably have kids one day. Oh, boo. But I mean, at least he slightly improved, I guess. But it's so funny. My mother's so mad. Like, she's supportive. My mother supports the shit out of me. I pissed her off by transitioning. My mother's supportive. She buys me too many dresses and purses and shoes. She's super happy to have a daughter. My mom's also a little pissed at me. She really wanted me to... I have one. I have one, Mel. I'm just not wearing it. I'm pretty sure I have one. I was looking through it. I think I have one. I didn't think I did. I'm pretty sure I have one. I have to like pull it out of the closet though, so it's not going to happen. Anyway, she's a little mad at me because my mother has hit me with my entire wear it. No, my mother has hit me with, oh, you know, I just can't wait to have grandkids someday.
Oh, and in case I don't see...
Truman, stop that. And I was always like, Mom, we're not having grandkids. Like, you need to get that out of your head. I'm not going to have kids. And she's like, you say that until you meet the right girl. Well, I met her. The problem is I see her way too often. I see her every fucking day in the mirror. And she was like, oh, like you should save some. You should save some, like freeze it so that like, you know, if you ever want kids and I just didn't. I was like, I'm not spending $500 a fucking year to keep this shit on ice. No, I'm good. And then I told her about 8 months into my transition, I didn't save anything. And she went, but what if you want kids? I was like, I'm not going to want kids, Mom. And even if I do, I'll get a bone marrow baby. What's up, Ruby? Or I'll adopt. Or I'll fucking adopt. Like, I can just adopt some kid that really needs it, you know? Why people need more kids? The world's already over. Literally. Gotta get the same thing for my mother. Yeah, it happens all the time. She's gotten better after I told her that I didn't save anything. But, I remember I was there on Christmas. Things got a little bit contentious because we got steering into politics a tiny bit. And this was before he went even more batshit insane this year. So my mom was like, well, it was one thing after another. And my mom, listen, I have learned my passive aggressiveness from my mom. She doesn't want me to tell you guys that, but I learned all my passive aggressive bitchy cuntiness from my mom. And I've just ramped it up now that I'm like we've officially launched girl. I get to be even more cunt. But she hit me with one. I don't remember what the argument was, but I know she's pissed because this is the only thing that stuck with me. My mom was just sitting on the couch and she was like she was like going through Netflix and she goes, well, you know, I guess I'm just never gonna have grandkids, am I? So I guess that's not a problem. And I just heard that fucking sass in her voice. And I'm like, yeah, you're not. I told you that before I transitioned. I was like, you weren't getting kids if I stayed like that. You need to get over it. She's like, I'm not talking about this again. I'm like, you brought it up. Me and my mom have an interesting relationship. We love each other, but fuck, do we like? We just kind of we've always been back and forth. On an unrelated note, I've taken a break from writing Heaven Sent until I'm mentally ready to continue. Don't know how long that'll be. I've had some ideas floating around my head. In the meantime, just been reading. Sometimes that's all it's that you need, Trouble. Girlie, that dude was low-key in love with you. Wait, who was? Oh, what, the guy from last night? Wait, who? The guy from last... Are we talking about the guy from last night? Who are we talking about? In Cyberpunk, you can't... You can just go to the Ripper Dock and have your junk swapped. Literally, I'm just waiting for that same ass tech. Dumbest family members call you a smartass forever, correct? Hey, oh my god, I've had that. Like, why do you have to always be right? What do you mean? You're saying the wrong things. Anyway, Katy Perry killed any nuns lately? Katy Perry did kill a nun, but we're not talking about that right now. Oh wow, I had knee surgery, and yeah, I regret it. Knee surgery has a higher regret rate than transitioning. Gay mafia rules the world. I believe it. See, you can't even cite those statistics because the average conservative thinks like 30% of the population is trans, which is wild. I think the population that are, of people that are trans... I think that the population of people that are gender non-conforming, being anything that's under the GNC tag, I think probably settles closer to 3 to 5%. I think 3 to 5% sounds a lot more likely than 1%. But I want to say that with an asterisk of like, most people would probably fall under a category of GNC where they're like, they're happy enough just not getting into the weeds of being like, well, I feel non-binary, but like, I was born female, so like, I'm fine with that, whatever. Like, there's a lot of people that would, in a different societal future where we hadn't established all the taboo, that I think a lot of people would enjoy, would explore their gender more, or at least be willing to see and question. But so many people are locked away from that mentality because they just don't want to lock in. Tippy, what's up? Not to mention a lot of the people conservatives used to push the regret rate didn't even detransition by choice. Some were forced into conversion therapy. Some could no longer afford for the gender affirming care. Yeah, Tippy, that's also part of the percentages. That's why it's so low. It's like, if you get to the point where you are going to start your transition, there's a very, 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 very likely chance that you're gonna be like, holy fuck, this is exactly what I needed. Water Bubble said, I love your hair. I'm trying to grow mine out. It's approaching mullet territory. Egg recently cracked a few months ago, and I'm still trying to figure out if transitioning is right for me. Well, Water, I would love to have you stick around for longer times in our community. We're very open. We are very accepting. We love everybody, cis, trans, non-binary, and everywhere in between. But we always love newly cracked eggs. You're saying you're growing out your hair, but you know, guys can have hair. What are your preferred pronouns? Just so I could like make a little note for us. We always try to have it when like people join in, they're like new people to the chat. We try to have the pronouns down. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations on cracking your egg. My family was pretty upset when I chose not to have kids too. It happens. Only eat seaweed. Listen, I'm already out of seaweed. I was gonna go make myself a cheese roll up soon. My mom was so annoyed about pronouns and names and how I wouldn't be coming out to the extended family. She was very focused on how it affected her. Oh my God, how much it affects them. Oh my God, the cringiest part of coming out for my experiences was, well, I had no way of knowing as a kid, even though we had moments. I've talked about them on stream. We had moments. She had a lot. Chat. They ended up finding, like, I had like 5 or 6 like web comics that I was reading as a kid that all had like gender bending themes that had been out for years. And like had a ton. So I was like reading them and I was like, I don't know what this means, but like, I like this. God, I wish I could be a girl. And like, I would like Elgunish Shive and like Misfile were the 2 that I remember off the top of my head. And I had a couple others too. But like, God, they're old now. And they were old when I had started finding them online. and my parents found them, and yada yada yada. Long story short, I got threatened with military school because I needed to get my head straight. They never followed through with it, but that was enough to kind of shock me back into the closet for a while. Is it still going? That's wild. Yeah, that Elgo Shive has probably gone through like 3 generations of people now. My sister-in-law pulled that shit with me, and I was like, if you want kids so bad, why don't you have them? On God. Relaxing said I'm lucky in that I don't have a family. Well, relaxing, the thing is found family is also huge, right? Like, I think finding people that you can, you know, call a community is one of the biggest, like, advantages to human socialization in general. It doesn't matter necessarily where that family's found from. It matters if you feel comfortable around them. Here's the funny thing for me. I have 2 sisters who between them have 5 kids. My mother's already a grandmother 5 times over, but no, she wants them from me. Fuck that. You don't owe her anything. Nah, girl. You be you, all right? Be the beautiful girl that you're meant to be. Evening said knee surgery tomorrow. I hope not, actually. Oh my God. I feel like I have both Toto, what's up? I feel I have both feminine as well as masculine energy that makes me up, but I love living as a girl. And that's totally okay. That's totally also great. I think that, like, that's the whole thing. If gender is performative and gender is a spectrum, that means that you can be somewhere, like, along that line. You don't need to be one or the other. I'm, like, hyper femme in some ways that I present. And then, like, I'm definitely not in other ways. And that's okay, because that's who I am. Water said she, her. I chose the name Aaliyah. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Based on an emotional connection to Aaliyah when reading Dune, Messiah and Anya playing her in the movie. And I just think it's beautiful. I love that name. Oh, that's so fun. My name, I do not share just because I will inevitably get doxxed at some point. But I try to keep that out as long as possible. Pure's name is Pure. It is. Yep. That's what I go by. I've always said this. If people ever dox me and they find out my, like, real name, I would still prefer people call me by my, like, username. Now, when I say my real name, I mean my real name, because I got it legally changed. So dead name is super dead. I recall a Reddit map porn online viewers addiction post. There was a high percentage of trans. I don't disbelieve that. Side note, I was one of those trans allies to trans pipelines. I remember people asking all the time, why do you care so much about all this trans stuff? And now they're like, oh, literally same ass shit, Tippy. I defended trans people my whole fucking life. And I was like, why do people suck? For as far as these things have been studied in communities that haven't been fucked with by colonialism and Christianity, it trends towards 3 to 5%. So I'd say with all the repression, 5% sounds about right. Yeah, if we were able to wave a wand and get rid of a lot of the oppression, 3 to 5 makes sense to me. Like, but the thing is, I'm not saying 1 in 20 people are trans that you run by, but GNC falls down. You don't just have to be like, I was born a guy, I'm a girl. That's not the entire part of GNC. There's trans masc, there's trans femme, there's non-binary, there's like agender, like there's a lot of different like opportunities to fall under the GNC, and I think that makes a lot more sense. I read Aaliyah is very transcoded due to her lamenting being. I've heard that Dune has like transcoding from the trans community before. I could see that. What's my name? Pure. Combination of fucking Ashley and the boy. Oh my god. Yo, the boys is like, I finished all that shit. It was great though. And Aaliyah and Messiah is what connected dots in my head and cracked me. I'm so happy for you, Water. I need to still watch I Saw the TV Glow. I've heard it's really like an obligatory trans film that I have to watch. I chose Vanessa. It comes from Van and Esther. It means from the star. I love that. That's why I name myself Relaxing. Nobody asks. I mean, the thing is I just go off of whatever people ask me to call them. And usernames are a name that we picked, you know, it's an identity that we go by. And I think that every username has, you know, some sort of story behind it, some more interesting than others. It is. It really is, Mel. I agree. Yeah, there's intersex people as well. Yeah. Everything's a spectrum. Each spectrum is a bowl of tangled up spaghetti. Yep, you got to figure out where you fall in that spaghetti, but it's all still a delicious bowl of spaghetti. So anyway, the Groypers, going back to that. So the operators, we're not talking about Katy Perry right now, killing a nun. So the Groypers, essentially what they do is, they will get in a group, right? Allegedly. Sorry, thank you, Mel. Yeah, I have blood work done in case I want to go on HRT, and I'm starting voice training, and I'll be going to Chicago to visit a MTF friend who's going to take me shopping and help me out with makeup, hopefully mid to late August. Yeah! Congratulations, Water. That's so fun. I'm so happy for you. I unfortunately do not have any trans friends or queer friends in general at all in real life. Like, I've got really good friends that we've made through stream and people that we talk to off stream as well. But like, I unfortunately haven't made any queer friends yet. Soon, hopefully. I thought my ex-girlfriend was well, I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, technically, chat, we did find out that apparently my ex-girlfriend is my ex-partner, and they are they're working through their own gender shit now. But they are most likely like non-binary, mask preferring. She still uses she they. And really only uses the they them because I was like, would you be upset if people used they them? And they were like, well, no, like, obviously not, but I'm not going to go out of the way to make that, like, yeah. I have no zero IRL friends, period. Mel, we need to fix that. People have friends in real life. They're out there. Guess what? You get to be the trans. I really am. I'm the trans friend to everybody. I have zero IRL trans and queer friends, but I wish I did. I'm going to the queer bar again. Going to the queer bar again tomorrow. You guys will know it's going to be another late stream. Expect me to be live at like midnight tomorrow. If we're live by 11:45, it's a miracle. I'm going out drinking with my ex. We're going to the lesbian bar. I'm trying to show them that. So the thing is like, long story short, she's just not attracted to feminine presenting individuals, which is fine. Sexuality is not something that you can force on people. It ended very mutually, and it's great. Just ex-girlfriend. We had been together for about 6 years. But yeah, so she's just unfortunately not attracted to femme presenting individuals. And I cannot force her to do that. We still love each other. But you know, just sexually, it's just not there anymore. So I'm moving to Thailand at the end of this year. We are going to be doing more IRL streams, for Twitch. I'm going to be doing cosplay streams, and probably more just like fiddling and fucking around, painting miniatures. I want to make my own cosplay. I want to learn to sew and shit. So we'll probably be doing a lot more like artsy bullshit while we yap. But all that on the side, yeah, so I'm going to be moving within the next like 4-ish months. And I want to make sure that she's okay. So I'm trying to get, like, as much as I want. We're not real friends. We are, Mel, but you're just not coming to Jersey before I move, are you? So I want to make sure that she's okay. Like, I do still love her and I still care about her. And I want to make sure that she is aware, because she's got a little bit of social anxiety if she's never been to places before. And I'm worried that, like, when I'm not around her anymore, that she's not gonna do as many things. Especially if she has like the anxiety of like trying to go to someplace new. I've kind of been the person in her life that has pushed her to like do a lot of stuff for a very long time, for the majority of both of our young adult lives. And I'll be okay. I can go places. I get a little anxious and I push myself through and I do it. If she doesn't know a place, she's not going to go. So I'm taking her to the bar. I'm taking her into the city. I'm trying to show her places that she can actually make queer friends in the surrounding area. And hopefully she will get a couple girlfriends or something that can like bring her out partying and stuff. I think that she would definitely benefit from more queer friends in her life. And as much as she's got me now, she won't have me forever, unfortunately. We'll definitely keep in touch really frequently, like texting and stuff, I imagine. But, you know, long distance relationships eventually will get longer and longer. So, especially being in Thailand. All my ex-boyfriends ended up transitioning. I can't help but be trans via an evening. I need to date some guys that I can turn into trans girls, honestly. How do you meet them? Evening, real question. Dating apps? Where do you meet them? I would love to have a couple eggs that I'd turn into trans women. That'd be great. I'm not attracted to mask presenting people. Yeah, I'm a spectrum. It really depends. Why couldn't you meet me 4 years ago? Well, because I was still dating my girlfriend at the time. And I was here. Why weren't you on my stream when I was a guy? Well, I was cosplaying as a guy anyway. Let's turn it around. How did you not know about me? I've been live on stream like pretty much the whole time I've been there. I did. Oh my God, I did so bad, Mel. Cosplay? I know, right? It's gonna be so fun. Don't Darvo. What's Darvo? Deny. Accuse. Redirect. Hello? Hi there, Raiders. Hello. Welcome in. Reverse order. Yeah. Okay. That's what it was, Nora. Hi there, Raiders. Hello. Sysid, thank you so much for the follow. Or for the raid. How are we doing, everybody? How was Counter-Strike? I hope it was good. Hope you guys have been having a great night. Welcome in. I am Pure. Hope you guys are having a great one. I'm a big yapper. You guys are catching me mid-yap. Honestly, like peak yap right now. We're talking about a few things. We might get around to how Katy Perry allegedly killed a nun. We're currently talking about some other stuff. A lot of egg-related stuff. But yeah, I am a trans content creator. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great night. We are live usually 6 nights a week, Monday through Saturday, around this time every night. I am like an insomnia streamer, so like it is East Coast for us, but I usually start around the 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. We go until about 2:30 to like 4-ish if I'm not in the mood to go to bed. But yeah. I've been lurking around since my girlfriend found you a few weeks ago. Finally found a time to rate you. Well, thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I appreciate that. I gotta go, relaxing, have a great night. We will see you again soon, I'm sure. Have a great day. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, no, we try to keep really positive energy here, so I'm so glad that your girlfriend introduced you to us. Yeah, we were just kind of like mid-yap. That's kind of what I do a lot here. I don't know. Last time I used a dating app, I got mad trauma. I had my first good girlfriend from just existing at college. Those two boyfriends were like when I was 16 and 17. So I don't even remember how I met them. Dawn Chorus, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy your time here. Get comfy, get comfortable, you know, grab some water. Just the big 6'7". That was barely a 6'7". What? I don't know what you're talking about. 6'7". Don't make me get the deep voice out, Mel. I'll 6'7" with the deep voice, and we'll just bring it all the way up. We will voice train from deep to high right now. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Got a wife waiting for me, of course. Have a great night, Sysid. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I hope you have a great night. Mel says, I'll leave then. Wow, mean. I have exceedingly bad luck with dating. Might just get a 5th cat. Oh, no. Oh, no, Water. I mean, you can do that. Or, like, try to meet people. If that, I mean, cats are amazing. I've got a cat. She's passed out in the other room, though. Pierre, do you know Pappy? Of course I do. Yeah, Pappy was somebody that I was literally watching when I was still egg. Like, she's rated us once or twice. I try to pop over there. When I go in other chat, like other streamers' chats, especially if they're like big and like, especially if I've been watching their content for a long time, I get like super, super like starstruck and I don't really know how to interact. So I'm usually really bad at speaking up in those streams, but I do catch Pappy quite a bit. Yeah. I'm unfortunately not able to get every one of her streams just because like sometimes she's live in like weird times for me. But I mean it's yeah. I try to catch as many as I can. I know she's been going later lately. Wait. Hello, Susie, you know Sysid. That's so funny. Been a Sysid follower for so long. What a crazy small world. We're all just weaved together. Hope you have a great stream and an even better night. Thank you so much, Sysid. I hope you have a great night. Girl, you do not need that. Oh my god, evening. I feel like you two would be really good friends. Pappy? So, look, I mean, the thing is Pappy is aware of me. I even shot her like a thanks for a raid over on TikTok, but I'm really bad at making the first move to be a friend with somebody. I'm like, that's the thing. Like I don't, her jokes and her humor is, yeah, exactly what I love. Honestly. It's very like cunty, like sarcastic confidence. And it's why I've been following her for so long. But like, I don't know, I put Pappy on like the same like tier of unreachable as like Peerby or Icky or like Finn or like Saber. Honestly, like all of them are people that like, or like Alicia. I don't know, or like even like, yeah, Cafe Foxtail. Like there's so many content creators that are like in the trans space that I just look at and I'm like, oh my god, like I couldn't even begin to talk, like I'm not worthy type shit. I don't know, I feel like I just exist in my own little corner and it would be incredibly presumptuous of me to try to be like, oh yeah, like here's these great content creators that are doing all these things and then like there's me. And I don't want to like step out of line, and I definitely don't want to come across as like weird or forward. So instead, I just never act, and I just let myself get paralyzed with fear. Finn's the reason that I realized I was gynosexual. Like the whole thing is Finn definitely started that egg crack for me like way back when. Pure's just like me for real, literally. No, I like, that's the thing. I'm happy to just appreciate like all of the amazing trans content creators that I watch silently from the shadows. Sometimes Pappy's accent throws me off. Well, she's from Cali, right? I feel weird starting conversations. I'm working on it. It's, for me, it's like, I look at these content creators. Pappy's just on like like a much like higher level in my eyes than I am. And like rightfully so. Great content creator. Very fun, very engaging to watch. I don't know. I just sit in my corner, doing my thing. And it's like, would I love to talk with more content creators that like do that kind of stuff and, you know, be able to interact? Yeah, but like also, I don't know. This is like not me trying to be self-deprecating. You guys are pulling this out of me, but it's more of like the internal doubt, like demons where I'm like, I'm not worth talking to. Like I'm not worth her time. And I'm really not. Like I don't really hold, I feel like, the same weight or presence in the community as a lot of these other creators, and that's okay. I'm happy with like what we've built and what we've got over here. Nah, I goaded too girly. Wait, Masana, could you do that one more time? I goaded too girly your streams. I'm sorry. I'm like, and I'm about to hit my anxiety pen again. So it's not gonna help me process this better. I'm trying to do that. I can't figure it out. Finster, it sounds like you're super nice. Like you're trying to say something super nice, Masana. I'm gonna go on Lyric. Appreciate seeing you again, Pure. I hope your writing is going well. I've taken a little bit of a break of it myself. I'm gonna start dropping it only by the book, so longer writing time. But I'm probably gonna really get back into writing when I move to Thailand. If I'm being honest, that was like a really good way to kill time for me. Finster was the start of my pansexual awakening. I had a cis dude friend show me a picture of Finn, ask if I thought she was hot, and I said yeah. And they did the whole,
"That's a guy, are you gay?"
And then in my mind, I was like, is it bad that I think that they're still hot though? Yeah, I had a very similar reaction. It was that, and then it was Finn. And what was it? Sneeko or something that did the lead cosplays. I forget. And then it was those two really, and I was like, holy shit! I don't give a fuck if she's born a guy. Like that's just goals from a totally cis standpoint. I looked at Finn. And, was it Sneeko? It wasn't Sneeko. It was Sneaky. Hold on. Yeah, it was Sneaky. It was Sneaky. Yeah. This is a cisgendered man, by the way, chat. As far as I'm aware. Like, goddamn. Tits are definitely fake. You can tell the tits are fake, but like, that's fine. It was that, and it was also Pizza Delivery Sivir. The Pizza Delivery Sivir really, really did some things to me in my brain. Pizza Delivery Sivir did some things for what I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean this is what I could look like with enough work? Yeah. Oh yeah, Pyro did stuff too, right? Yeah, Pyro did a few. Did like Zero Suit Samus. Yeah, Pyro's done some stuff. That's the whole thing. It's like learning that gender can just be fucked with is so fun. This is an option? Why did nobody tell me about this? Hello? Yeah, from a totally cisgendered spot. I was like, you know, I wish I could look like a super cute girl. They're so pretty. Yeah, and they're cisgendered men. Like, it's crazy. For real, my answer was always, okay, and still hot. When people tried, that's a dude, bro.
Dude, that's a dude. Bro, come on. Dude. What do you mean? Dude, are you gay? Come on.
Yeah, I'm fucking really gay. Oh my god. Boy voice alert. Nah, just a femboy. Literally, liking femboys isn't gay. I'm sorry. Psychic damage with the low voice. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's like a superpower. Do your voice training, girls. Pure, is there like a gender where you want to be a boy and a girl? Gender fluid? Gender fluid. Yeah. And the thing that's great about gender fluid, Masana, is you could be assigned male at birth. You could take feminine HRT and, you know, get boobs. And then some days you could just go, but I'm gonna be boy today. You can still do that. We just refer to them as cross-dresser. What, you're talking about the, like, sneaky and stuff? I mean, cross-dressing is, like, yeah, it's just a thing. Doesn't make you gay to cross-dress either. That's the whole thing. I'm forcing the pals to work brutal conditions. Do not let their sanity... Just give them salad and fucking saunas, D. How much production do you really need? Biggest thing that holds me back from transitioning is the social aspect of dealing with family and work. But also, like, I wish I could be as pretty as the people I idolize and whose transition went perfect and were blessed with the great genes and luck with transitioning. I 100% understand that. I could not sympathize with you more. Sorry, I'm trying to do something while we talk. The fact of the matter is that, like, being trans is beautiful. Being trans is a unique experience that, yeah, let's use this picture. We'll use that one, and I will do, hold on. God, some of these pictures are wild. Some of these pictures are crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, all right, I'll do that one too. I don't think I've shown chat this one. Sure. So the fact of the matter is like, HRT is magic. HRT is nothing short of witchcraft and, like, absolute insanity. Because at one point, like, this was us. It is an experience unlike any other, really. It is the feeling of being able to look at myself and really just feel like things have changed. God, that's such a bad one too. That is such a good bad picture, honestly. It's just a really accurate. God, the dead eyes in every picture too. I always look just slightly sad. A dude was, he really was. He really was. Like, my brother was at fucking Disney, and that was the best smile he could take for a selfie. That's sad. I think I have a lot more light in my eyes these days. I'm sorry, but that's not you. I'm sorry, but that is me. You can also be bigender and not change as well. You can also do that, Toto. Yes. Being attracted to female qualities and not being allowed to be attracted when those qualities are displayed by the wrong gender seems so... It's because they don't make sense. It's because the propaganda doesn't make sense. Making thousands of ingots and thousands of spears. I need it. Why do you need thousands of spears? I don't necessarily need to pass perfectly. I'm okay if I'm like minimally clocky. I just want to be able to... I still feel like I'm pretty clocky, Water. Like, but you know, we're getting there a little bit every day. I've got years and years of transitioning left ahead of me. I've got extra weight redistribution to still go through. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to get a fatty and hopefully the booba will come in a bit more than they are. I mean, I'm happy with what I've got. Don't get me wrong. The fact that I just need to do that to have cleavage now, it gets me through the days, chat. Boobs get me through like some rough times. I'm not even kidding. I know I always say this, but it's so noticeable how much more happy you look now. Isn't it wild, like, how hard... Let me try to find the happiest picture without being mean to myself. I'm gonna find our happiest picture that I can find. Fuck. Hold on. I have to have one fucking picture where I had a real smile. One with my ex that I can't put that up just for her sake. Okay. I mean, still a little bit sad. But better. But that's because I was with my literal child. With my actual baby. I'm so sad that he passed on. This is my cat. He is no longer with us. But I was happy when I was with him. That's not a bad picture. That's not the worst picture. I am unwell that, look, like the wrinkles on the forehead aren't there. Like, you can see, like, I don't even have those wrinkles on my eyes anymore because of the weight. Like, my skin was just stretched. Yeah, one of the few, like, I actually just struggled to find a picture that, like, wasn't just sad. But, yeah, you can see I'm actually happy there. That is because I had come home and because living off of college and stuff, like he didn't see me for 2-3 months at a time. God, that cat, just the second he saw me, always used to, like, if I laid down on that couch that I'm on right there, that, like, I'd kick my feet up, he would be in my lap and demanding I hold him exactly like that. Like, he would just get there. And that would be him within like 60 seconds of me laying down and him being able to crawl on me. God, I love that cat. I'm going to cry if I leave him up too long, though. I've done it on stream once, and I will do it again. I can feel him starting. Yeah. Ruby said, I know those eyes so well. I see them every day. Ruby, it will get better. Genuinely, I believe it. You're gorgeous. Thank you, Toto. I love seeing the light in your eyes. It's so much better these days. Ruby, we are here to support you all the way, girl. When you get there, we're gonna be so proud of you. I'm already so proud of you for being here. Hello there. Hello, Sydney. Welcome to stream. Hi, I hope you're having a good night. How are you doing? Who could have guessed that letting people be their authentic selves would be good for their mental health? It's almost like gender affirming care is care. You have to care for yourself. The thing that's interesting about GAC is you have to do it for yourself, you know? Like, nobody's gonna have like a heart attack and tell you that you're trans. Or like, you're not gonna have a heart attack and somebody tells you that you're trans. Like, there's a lot of medical symptoms that like you have to start taking pills because something happened in your life. HRT is one of those rare occasions where you have to like seek out care. Like, you have to be able to go, this is where I want to be. And until you're able to do that, you know, HRT just stays that thing that you're looking forward to. Sometimes people can't for one reason or another, and that's totally understandable. Some people are afraid. I was afraid for a long time. I love cats so much. I do too. I would go grab my cat if she wasn't passed out. Thing is, if I go wake her up to bring her on stream, she's going to be a nightmare for the rest of the night, so I'm letting her sleep. I just know that cat. She's getting older, and she's getting to that point where, like, she'll be nocturnal if you wake her up, and then she won't let you get back to sleep. It's not a bad pick, and that cat is adorable, but you look so different. I really do. You want to see some other crazy, like, how is this you pictures? Hold on. Oh, we have a lot of new people here. Hold on. I keep this one up permanently. Shush. I swear to God, Mel sees me slide over it and starts typing it in. This one is so funny, right? What was he doing? Like, what was he actually doing? That one is... Yeah. Did you think this was just some random Guido that I found? No, this is my Italian ass. I wouldn't just randomly make fun of this guy. Chat. Okay, chat. I don't have a brother. I don't actually have a brother. I am an only child. That's so funny. That's so funny. But it looks like it's like first year of community college, yeah. I'm very young. I might as well be a high schooler. What is this picture? All right. I'm gonna like, all I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna scribble out, or you know what I'll do? I will use, this is a flashback from, again, my fucking college days. Christ. This is fucking nuts. All right, I'm going to use that stupid AI feature where you can like clean things up. I'm gonna blur out the other faces because I don't have permission to use these people's faces. Oh my god, am I just removing him from the... Oh my god, he's gone. His head's gone. Okay. And... Sure. And for some reason, the girl didn't get her head chopped off. She got the identity protection. One guy just got phased out of existence, and the other guy just had his head chopped off. But, okay. The girl gets the identity protection. I'm here for it. Like, sure. I don't know why it worked that way, but, this picture is actually really stupid for content. You guys are going to be like, wait, that one isn't you. Because I'm looking at it. It really doesn't look like me. It really doesn't look like me. Like, this is probably one of the biggest smiles that I have. And that's because I was drunk as a fucking sailor. And we took this picture with two other people that I always used to chill with at the parties. And one person whose head is missing, whose head is this. He's passed the fuck out. He would not wake up. So we took a picture, obviously, behind him and posed. So my one friend in the middle there is the black blob. The other guy that's unconscious is the one missing his head. And then the other girl that was there, over on the right. That's so interesting. I just realized something that I've done, and I've picked up on it before, and I've kind of glossed over it. When I refer to like old photos with me in them, and if there's another, like if there's another girl in them, I don't say like, oh yeah, and the girl. I say the other girl, because like, you know, like mentally you're just like, well, yeah, I'm there. That's one girl. There's the other girl. Like that shit transitioning is great, one step at a time. Looks like a band photo. It kind of does though, doesn't it? I say I do like the hair more now though. It's a lot better. Pure, are you Italian or mixed? I'm Italian Irish. I am Italian Irish, yeah. I don't know how that is me. That doesn't look like me. But I know for a fact that's me. I don't know who that is. He doesn't even go here. I have some crazy old pictures. His best. Bro was doing his best. He really was. He was an Anomalocaris. He did his best. Eating said I thought it was someone else. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like looks like your brother still. I mean, we're genetically very similar. Cousin? I'm closer to him than cousins. Yeah, no. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. Transitioning is just such a beautiful experience that you get to go through and learn so much about yourself. Hold on. I missed what Water said. I'm sorry. The happiest I've been in a picture. You can't tell my face isn't in it. But it was when I was dressed in a full leather cat suit. Had an entire Discord drooling over me, identifying as a woman in that server at the time, and with that outfit and the heels. I just oozed confidence like I never had before. Oh, Broder, that's so sweet. I love that. That's the whole thing too, is I feel so confident being on stream these days. Like, I dress casual but cute. And I used to dress in, like, I used to have a beanie, a graphic t-shirt, and one of like 8 different button-up dress shirts that I would wear unbuttoned. And then like athletic shorts. And that was our outfit every night. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of our nights these days are just tank tops, especially during the winter. Or, well, especially during like the hot time. We wear like shawls and stuff or cardigans when it gets cold, but um I don't know. I'm so much more comfortable in my body now. And like the curves as they've come in and like the fat redistribution and everything. And it's like I see somebody in the mirror now that I'm happy to see instead of just pushing through. It's really nice having old photos so you can see how far you've come. I agree. I agree. The whole there were no signs meme with trans people is so true because there's literally so many signs. I had more than were countable. Let's go streaking. Oh my god, Yog. All right, you do it first. Oh wait, you already did. Shit. I guess I'm up, chat. I guess I have to streak now. No, but like in all reality, the fact is that like I am happy that I'm transgender. And excuse me. What I mean by that is I feel as if being trans has given me such an interesting perspective on life that I had a very, very big chance of never experiencing. And that's how I frame my transition. I feel like a lot of times, one of the most commonly reiterated things is I should have started sooner. I wish I'd started sooner. Oh, I wish I could have gone through high school and been transitioning in high school. Blah, 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 blah. And being in that mindset, it perpetuates a lot of negative thinking. Sorry, I'm trying to choose my words properly because I want to say the right thing. I want to convey the right thing. So I know I'm pausing a little bit. I think instead that I could have just been boring, straight white guy. Could have done that. Could have been happy being a cis hetero white guy. And that's okay. You know, being cis and hetero is fine. Boring, but fine. But instead, I got all the autism. I got the pan poly demi trans girl combo, you know? I went hard on collecting all of the things, but all that it really did was give me unique perspectives how to like go through things. I feel like being trans is so metal. Like I'm body modding myself like cyberpunk to have tits and ass. That's fucking cool, if you ask me. And trans masks are taking testosterone so that they can just grow beards and like turn into like just geeked out dudes. Like, it's cool. Being trans is a fucking cool experience that if it's what your lived experience is, you should be proud of it and very very motivated to really like see exactly just what you can do to be the happiest person you want to be. I don't know. Real, right? As someone who came out at 38, I always feel like I wish I could have come out sooner. And you're right. Dwelling on it is really depressing and best not to do. I think that instead, Tippy, it's better. And I understand. But I think it's a better mindset to go at it and go, you know what? I'm glad I figured out I was trans. Because you know what? I'm pretty cool for that. Oh, and Tippy, I don't want you to think I ignored your message from a little while ago. I ADHD'd my way out of it. Um, without just digging it up too much. I don't want to like twist a knife in something that's less relevant right now. I will say that like, relationships grow. Um, I did not ignore it. I saw it and I wanted to get back to it and then I didn't. Um, relationships grow and they reform and that's something that like I had to accept and come to terms with. And like I said, like my girlfriend and I still love each other. Um and I've made it clear to her. I'm like, just to be clear, this is one-sided. Like I respect that you aren't and like we're obviously moving forward. I was like, but I did have to be I'm like, you're breaking up with me. Like it's not the other way around. And I did have to clarify that. I was like, because this isn't my choice. This is like me supporting your choice like you've supported mine. And we do love each other. And I do feel like a sense of this will be a woman that for the rest of my life is one of my closest friends. And one of my like most trusted allies. I could trust her with my life and I have, and she has come through. And for like all of those reasons, it's why it's as corny as it comes, but it's like if you love something, like you got to let it go sometimes. And I just want her to be happy above everything else. I just want her to be happy. I never brought her up on stream. We were together for 6 years. I never brought her up on stream in that time. Because she didn't want to be involved in the Twitch atmosphere. But things change and they grow. I wish my parents listened to me when I was 9. I told them I wanted to be a girl, but they didn't, so it doesn't matter. So just do it. There's still time. There's people who transition in their 70s and 80s, and it's never too late. Exactly, Evening. It's only too late when it's your last day. And until that time, you can still do it. I don't say I wish I started sooner because I didn't know earlier. I wish I realized sooner though. I'm 25, egg cracked in May, and I'm wasting no more time. I'm so happy for you, Water. Do you know like do you have like an appointment scheduled? What's your future look like? It's okay to mourn the you that could have been while still celebrating the fact that the you that was got you to this point. That's why I say I can never hate my brother, because he got us here. My brother pushed through the worst points of my life and had to do it in the wrong body. And he had to suck it up. And he had to be a man because that was all that was given to him. And then in like a kind of like, when you really I think about my pre-transition self as both myself and this separate person that got me here. And I do say that a lot, like he kind of passed the torch. But in a lot of ways, I kind of view my pre-transition self as somebody who willingly gave up his own sad existence that was comfortable, that was all that he had ever known, rife with white male privilege. And he said, like, I'm just not happy enough to keep doing this. But you would be happy picking up for us. And I feel like in a lot of ways that's like a beautiful way to kind of view the process of transitioning. Is you go from, it's a transition because you go from one thing to another. And that first step is terrifying usually, but it's the most important one. And then every step after that is the next most important one. I would definitely say it gets easier with time. Year one sucked. I am not somebody here in the trans community that will necessarily say all of HRT is sunshine and rainbows. There's a lot of shitty things that come along with it. There's bigots, there's hateful people, there are people that will judge you and try to hold you to their standards, and it's so important to remember you're doing this for her. Especially in that first year, you're doing it for her. And he did it for me. And I'm so grateful that he did. You're fine. I stream too. I know how we can sometimes miss or forget chat. Yeah. Must have been so hard. It was, but we move forward. That's so inspiring. It's the only way I can live. I don't know. I met with a new NP, so I just have to, so I have a regular physician. There's a Planned Parenthood. Let's go. About an hour away. Mine's about 45 minutes away. Yeah. That I could go to. No appointments yet. When I go, you should give them a call, Water, if you're actually looking to not waste time. Obviously, I don't want to rush anybody into HRT, but if you're not looking to waste time, you should call and see if they have a waiting list, if nothing else. Because I was on a waiting list for about 8 months. I know I'm in Jersey and it's like busier here, but like if they have a waiting list, it would definitely be, you know, like sooner the better if you're trying to get on it as soon as possible. When I go and spend that long weekend with my friend, I feel like having her help me with all the shopping and makeup will be a big make or break moment for me. If you're looking to decide if you're actually looking to commit, yeah. Have you ever worn any like women's clothing before? Water, like no judgment at all. And you don't have to answer that, but have you ever tried a dress or a skirt? Have you ever made skirt go spinny? God, skirt go spinny, chat. I hate to be a fucking stereotype. Skirt goes spinny or long dress goes spinny. Why is it so satisfying? Why is it so fucking fun? Why is it so fun? Debbie said that's where I'm at. I'm in year one right now. And oh boy, talk about highs and lows. Year one sucked, Tippy. Year one sucked. I noticed that my partner was pulling away. I had all of these emotions going through my body that I had no idea how to like cope with, randomly crying about things that made me sad. I got fired from my job for coming out as trans. I was drinking excessively heavily. I was drinking 750 milliliter bottles of vodka straight from the bottle on stream within 3 days. I was maintaining a 600 to 800 calorie consumption every day because I didn't want to put on weight because I was so cis that I didn't want to bulk up in any way and look masculine for totally straight cis reasons. And I was a mess. And then I was still holding on to that anorexia when I started to transition. And I dropped that vodka problem when I started to transition. And those were the high points. The high points were realizing that, holy fuck, my life's falling apart, but I'm also eating. And I'm not wanting to drink all the time and be numb. And those were kind of the things. That and stream. Stream got me through a lot. I had not come out on stream, but I was presenting as gender fluid with femme leaning. No makeup, no presentation really, just kind of like maybe some cute tops or something. But I was still very much in the closet on stream. And even though I knew I was trans at that point. And I just hated how I looked in the mirror. And that's why I didn't come out on stream sooner, was because I was like, well, I'm going to come out on National Coming Out Day, which was conveniently in October when I started HRT in December. So I gave myself a full like 11 months to be on a HRT without telling chat about any of it. And then I just finally was like, yeah, one, it's National Coming Out Day, so I'm doing it because I said I was going to do it. And two, I'm starting to grow boobs and people in chat are noticing. And at that point, I had to be like, all right, guys, we got an announcement. We'll let you know soon. Then I came out then. But I didn't start really starting to like actually see the girl in the mirror until about 5 or 6 months ago. About 6 months ago. January, I was like, nah. I mean, I'm still kind of bricky. February, I was like, my boobs were starting to have a little bit of shape. And I'm like, okay. And then I'd say like within literally just the last like 4 or 5 months, my face has started to round out in very desirable ways. My thighs are thicker. My ass fucking jiggles. Like, we're getting there. And I'm a lot happier every day. Hold on. I never hated myself. I know I'm still me, just saying in conversation. I mean, I think everybody has a different experience with who they were. I like to consider it like my brother. This is going to possibly sound negative, but who you are is all you're ever going to be. So be the you that you want to be. I chose to be happier. I chose to prioritize myself. I acknowledged that I've always been a girl, and it was the best choice I ever made. If you're trying to do it as soon as possible, you got to DIY. 8 months is a long time. It is, and it's also a blink of an eye. I've been transitioning 18 months, and it doesn't feel like it a lot of the time. Yes, I own both. They're both super comfortable, and I'm happy wearing them. But it still feels foreign. That'll happen for a while. It'll be helpful to have someone who knows what they're doing help me out with clothing. I'm really excited for you, Water. You'll definitely have to share with us when you go on that trip. I would love to hear about your experience. For me, the hardest part of year one was my hair. Or is my hair. It's still short enough that it feels masked to me, and it gives me a lot of dysphoria. And yeah, I definitely have my concerns about marriage. I understand that, Tippy. I wore a lot of wigs in my year of transitioning, but I did have long-ish. I had medium hair. I did do wigs for a while, and it did help a lot with me kind of feeling cunty, but having your own hair, I can't lie, having your own hair that you can do stuff with, the fact that this is my hair, like, if any of you were wondering if I'm just really playing the bit very hard, like, I wake up and go to bed looking like this. This is my everyday. This is how I look. I get to just be that bitch every day. Thank you. It's been a lot of work. It took me like 9 months to get to here with like very targeted bleaching and not over bleaching and like increment. And now I just need to do my roots. Now all I'm gonna have to do for the rest of my life is my roots, and then I just have to refresh it. I can just be a blonde forever now. I live in mid-Michigan, about 3 hours north of Detroit. I don't know whether or not there would be a big waiting list at my local Planned Parenthood. Water, so without forcing you into anything, and we are a very supportive environment here and a community that does not need you to rush into things. I am here just to support trans girls finding themselves, and trans men and non-binaries and gender fluid and everywhere in between. But what I would say is if you are like, I'm pretty sure I want to get on HRT. Call them up. Just give them a call and say, hi, I'd like to speak to somebody about possibly looking into a consultation for hormone replacement therapy. They're going to go, okay, we've got an appointment. Do you want to come in next Wednesday? Probably they're not going to say that. Most of the time, they're going to say, okay, there is a waiting list. Can we take your information? We'll get back to you. Most of the time, there's a waiting list. Not 100% of the time. Most of the time. Now, here's the worst thing that happens. Yeah, we've got an appointment next Wednesday. Can you come in then? Yeah, I guess. You go in. They ask you a bunch of questions, and then they say, all right, well, that sounds good to me. Do you understand all of the parts that go into HRT? Do you understand the side effects? Do you understand what happens? It is an informed consent facility. So do your research. Ask here if you have questions about HRT side effects. I don't know what I know. So I could help more along the lines of answering questions than anything. But, and then they're going to go, okay, well, we'll send the prescription to the pharmacy. You get the pharmacy, you get to the pharmacy, you get your meds, whatever they give you. It's going to be probably very low dose estrogen to start. Probably nothing crazy. And then here's the wild part, right? You get those meds, you bring them home. You don't have to take them. You don't have to. The LGBT mafia is not going to kick down your door. They're not going to force feed you your meds. You could just have them. They could just be there. Oh my God, the kids are at each other's throats over an air fried pizza that we have another of. That sounds like kids. Just cut it in half and then do another one, D. Better be a blink of progress than a blink of stagnation. Every day that you're not on HRT is a day that you could have been on HRT. You can't start your count. You can't start like your official HRT birthday until you start it. Mine is December 4th. I haven't had a haircut since last November. It's definitely come a long way, but I'm so impatient. Hair only grows at about a ½ inch, like every, month or something? Hair doesn't grow super fast. I've been working on this since pandemic. I personally haven't started HRT yet, but I definitely am interested in starting in the future. God, once your body starts to feel in tune with stuff, Tippy, it's life-changing. I love crying. I don't love crying when I'm crying because of sad things that are sad in my life. I have had some full-on fucking breakdowns because of some sad shit happening in my life. Losing my girlfriend, for example. There are nights where I will just kind of cry thinking about it. I don't want to get bummer, but yeah, there are some nights after stream when I just, I'm laying down alone and I'm thinking about stuff, and yeah, I'll cry. And the thing that's interesting about that is I feel better. When it's done, I feel better. Robotic, thank you so much for Robotic Tart. Thank you so much for the follow. That's what, gosh, I feel under pressure for getting followed at that. I love that I'm able to cry now. It's magical. Welcome in. Good evening. How are you doing? Someone that has existential OCD, I never like doing anything unless I'm 110% sure. Not being able to know what the outcome of HRT on me specifically would be, that drives me insane. Water, what I can say is you can be on HRT for like 6 to 8 weeks before you notice anything that would be physically noticeable. You don't pop 3 estrogen pills and have boobs. After about 2-ish months on HRT consistently, you will start to get breast tenderness and nipple soreness and things like that. And at that point, you have to start going like, okay. But what I can say is like, keep in mind the statistic that we referred to earlier tonight. 1 to 3%. 1 to 3% of people that begin HRT detransition. And of that high end 3%, low end 1%, a measurable like a measurable portion of that percentage are people that were pressured to detransition from outside of their own decisions. You can just try HRT, and within 2 to 3 weeks, your brain starts to get some of the chemical changes. You do start to have some emotional range that you weren't familiar with before. And those things will either feel frightening because, oh, I don't want to be a girl, or they might feel very validating. I'm doing good. I hope you are good as well. I am. It's a great ass Friday, Saturday-ish. I'm going to the bar tomorrow. I'm going to share that with Stream. I can't wait. I'm going to a lesbian bar with a friend of mine. Technically my ex, but a really good friend of mine. And we're going to have a fucking blast. And we're going to be around a bunch of queer people. And there's going to be a DJ there. And I'm going to try to get mildly drunk so that I have the courage to go dance with some lesbians. So yeah. I have always been a crier even before coming out. I know what you mean. I love me a good cry. It's so it is. Oh my God. Lesbians. Don't we love it when women... I'm 8 years deep into my transition. Despite any challenges I've had to live through, I would never go back. Estrogen is everything. Girly. Exactly. Estrogen is life. I feel like every week when women, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I love it when women. Oh my God. Your breast tenderness was like first week. You don't really notice anything growing though, right, Avery? Like it doesn't really deposit that quick. Your body just can't do that. Need to invent me a time machine, jump a few years ahead to see what the outcome would be. So, Water, one of the best things that I can actually tell you, look at your mother. Look at your mother when she was 5 years older than you are. Ask your mom if you can for pictures of her when she was younger. It's not going to be 100%, but I will say there have been moments in the mirror when I have done my foundations, when I'm actually doing like the same type of face my mom used to make, like when she would do her face makeup. I have done makeup that I have not done again because I went, oh, that's my mom. Ew. I don't know what to tell you, girly. The fact of the matter is you have to keep this in mind. 1, being a girl does not mean that you need to be a model. You don't need to present in a certain way. And, sorry, excuse me. The fact of the matter is that, like, just the fact that you are on a journey, you'll know if it's right or not for you very quickly. Also, cosmetic options are available. If you don't love your face after 4 or 5 years, do not ever let somebody tell you that, like, getting facial feminization surgery is wrong. Getting a breast augmentation or getting, I don't know, like, you're not supposed to get a BBL because it's like super dangerous, but I get yelled at by my mod for talking about BBLs. But there is a lot that you can, I mean, BBL you don't really need, you can work out for it. Good girl. Screaming it at me. By the way, I have kind of a bad relationship with my mom. That's unfortunate. Tippy, have a great night. Sleep well. I hope you have a great one. We'll see you soon. Definitely felt different. Didn't really get bigger for a little bit. Yeah. Sensitive, sore, sure. But they don't grow, like, right out the gate. But yeah, no. I would say that, like, I knew before I put that first fucking, like, estrogen pill in my mouth. I knew when they handed me that bag and I had the pills in my hand, I was like, ah! Like, I wanted to fucking scream. I was so excited. Because I was like, holy shit, this is it. These are those pills that turn you into a girl. Like, if you really think about how fucking cool transitioning is, like, if I just brought my needles, right? If I brought my needles and my vial of estradiol, like my vials of estradiol that I have stockpiled, if I just brought those to in a time machine, and we went back to like 1400, and I went, yeah, so this is juice that turns you into a girl, they would burn me as a fucking witch. I knew it was right when I legally changed my name. Did this first. I was happier than when I graduated. Suzu, the joy that filled me. I took several pictures as I was walking out of the courthouse with my new name. I'm so glad I did. I'm gonna have those for the rest of my life. And the sheer joy in my eyes in those pictures. I can't show you guys because it has my legal name on the paperwork, but oh my god. Hi there, Drog. How's it going? On Monday, I'm going to call, see if there's a waiting list or if there's usually a waiting list. If there is, I'll sign up. You can always cancel. You absolutely can. There's no pressure. And Water, also to clarify, like, if you decide to stick around our community and keep showing up, I'm not going to, like, yell at you for not transitioning if you decide it's not for you. Like, I love cis people too. And I also think that it is very, very helpful for cisgendered people to ask questions about their gender and find out stuff about themselves and learn if, like, that is the answer to their things. Whatever your decision is, it's the right one. If you make it for the right decisions. For the right reasons, sorry. If there isn't a waiting list, and there usually isn't a waiting list, then I can call when I'm ready. Never considered a waiting list, thank you. I had 8 months. I had 8 months to figure it out. Also, I love the absolute lack of fucks the body gives. Yeah, Suzu, it's so funny when it's presented with new hormones. Like, oh, guess it's time to dig out the genetic code for tits. Where'd we store the receding hairline gene code? Anyone remember what button stops hair growth? Anyone remember where fat goes during this preset? Literally. You just put it, it's like that meme where it's like, there's just this dude standing on an assembly line and it's a bunch of circles. And then it's like a triangle and then a triangle. And then he just goes, well, guess we're making triangles now. That's literally the body. The body just looks at it. They go, oh, yep. Testosterone, estrogen, boobs, butt. Yep, there we go. Yep, okay, yep. Remove the fat from the belly. Yep, okay, put that there, put it in the hips, put it in the thighs, make them cry. Yeah, make them cry about a dog video that's on TikTok. Yep, okay. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, guess we're making girls now. Literally. Oh my gosh. Huh? Estrogen and an AMAT body. Guess we're doing tits now. Literally. It's so fucking funny. Like, the body is so adaptable to just whatever you feed it. And that's like something that's super cool. Like, all you have to do is say, hey, the hormones are wrong. And your body goes, oh. Shit, my bad. Have we been doing that for a while? Where'd all this estrogen come from? Were we always doing estrogen? Wait, where are her tits? Why does she make her hungry? She needs to make her hungry now. I'm a whore that moans. Yeah, I'm a whore that moans. I just need somebody to find that, find the right button, that's all. It's late. I'm getting fucking out of control. Drog, I know I said hey, but how's your day been? How's your night? How's your weekend starting? Oh, chat, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I can't wait. Like, it's gonna be quick and it's gonna not be. I'm gonna have to wait so long. I'm gonna probably sleep in until 2 and then play Pow World for like 3 hours. And then I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go into the city and put about $150 on my credit card. Because I'm going to make sure that my ex, I guess calling her my ex is my friend. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's still my friend. She was always my friend. She was my best friend. She still is kind of one of my best friends. I don't know. She's still my friend. Yeah. I want to make sure my friend has a good time. Well, hello, Toast. How have you been? Why do you want me to... Wait, Toast, you want me to clicker train you? Do you want me to just do a positive affirmation for chat? What do you prefer? It's been so long. Toast, I've missed you. Toast is like, nah, I just wanted to burn the points. Do it to chat. Chat, if you guys are new, I hope this doesn't make you uncomfortable. Hold on. It's that, I'm that right kind of high. That we can do it right. I live as the wait. I always found it fascinating. The only thing that needed to shift a body into another gender is a mind. Yeah. Biology is sick, Ruby. The chat, I have returned. Disorders, disordered. Then my dog got really sick. Then disorders. Real hard, spoke to a therapist. Then more days later. Anyway, I live is the conclusion. Toast. One of the best things I heard there, because it sounds like a lot of bad things, was that you spoke with a therapist. That's awesome. And I'm glad that you are moving through this. I wish my fucking stepfather ever would speak to a therapist. Men are so afraid of just asking for help or just needing to talk to somebody. Also, that pink is way more pink. It is. Toast, we have the whole hair now. Toast, it's all of it. It's blonde in the back so that we can layer it properly. So I can do, I'm gonna rinse this hair out after tomorrow, after I go so Sunday, I'm going to rinse this hair out for the first time. I usually give it a week. Wait, clicker? Nah, headphones off. Yeah, just a second, Mel. We'll do that. But, it'll get a little bit more pastel every time. So yeah, look, we can do the trans hair. Watch. But right now, very patriotic for 250, right? So we can do pink, white, and blue. So technically it's... Wait, actually, it should technically be the other way around. But the blue on... Yeah, so technically, if the white was swapped, it would be perfect, because then it would go blue, pink, white, pink, blue. We got really close. I think I'm gonna allow it to be the trans flag. I think I'm gonna give me permission to say that I have finally completed my trans flag hair. I have no issue showing emotions, and that's amazing because a lot of men do. I love my therapist. She's like the only person keeping me sane, which is funny because she wasn't my first choice, and she knows this and enjoys hanging it over my head. Well, it sounds like it's good for you. That's the best part, Water. Therapist was just, what's up? And I told her everything for like an hour and a half. Sometimes just having somebody listen really helps. Hold on. I know Mel is doing clicker. So wait, Mel? Alright, if you guys are new, this is for the clicker train me, please. Depending on like what energy we do it at, sometimes I go in. It's usually just positive affirmations though. It's usually something along the lines of, chat, you are such a good girl and a very, very good boy. And just an amazingly good being. I'm so proud of you. I love to watch every one of you overcome such hardships and difficult points in your life. I'm very proud of you. Very good girl. Very good boy. I mean, we do have the ASMR tag, so there is that. I gotta at least do it sometimes, otherwise I'm just false advertising. Wait, what's going on? Wait, no, don't stop. I mean, we can all also, depending on what silliness mood, I might just clicker train chat sometimes just for free. Really depends on what mood I'm in. And if you use it for yourself, then I can just, you know, it's just a directed little, like, right at, it's not like a general for chat. I'll just use whatever pronouns you want. You know, I can do, if you tell me there's something that I can be proud of, it'll be even better. If you like, I took my hormones today. Boom. I'm very proud of you. I think everybody needs a good affirmation every now and then. She asked if I was still on medication. I said, yep. And then she said, well, it's got your panic under control and shit. So she just let me talk and talk, then get it all out. And I felt better. And I've been good. So she said I just needed to talk. I didn't need a dedicated therapist and have to pay. So she just said, I don't need to use my insurance, and just gave me her number. Interesting. A former counselor needing to speak to a therapist is a cruel joke. It's easy to deal with anyone's problem that isn't yours. Well, I think that, like, a lot of times what we have learned, being okay sometimes is just telling somebody that you're not okay. Nice, Adrian. Some of the, part of the point is therapists are separate from your life. Yeah. Like, I think that, like, the problem is so often when you bottle up those emotions and you're like, I don't need to talk to anybody about my issues. I'll fucking get through them. That's my stepfather. I don't need to talk to anybody about my stuff. What the fuck are they gonna do? What the fuck do they not? He's very aggressive. Never laid a hand on me though. He has never, well, there was one single time, but he didn't actually hit me. He just kind of like pinned me up against the wall. I was being a real shit, to be fair. He didn't hurt me. He just kind of like held me in place. That was the most he's ever laid a hand on me. I let it bottle up and bottle up. I think that popping it, yeah, is the best thing. I'm very proud of you, Toast. I know you don't want me to be like, I'm not talking down to you. This isn't in like a clicker train way, but I'm very proud of you for finding a therapist and doing this. Sounds like you're getting into the right headspace, and that's awesome. Bottle all up and die of a heart attack at 45 like a real man. Oh, actually though, Ruby, literally my stepfather used to tell me when I was a wee lad, that is so stupid. He used to tell me when I was like sub 13 years old, have a great night, evening. Hopefully we'll see you soon. He used to tell me, oh, I'm going to be dead at 45. Don't expect me to be around forever. Oh. I don't think you'll be healthier than that. No, I'm going to kill myself at 45 if I live that long. I'm 11. Like, fucking wild. I'm gonna go to bed. Another stream, another great day for us mods. Uh-huh. Get to bed, Suzu. It got to the point where I'm like, nah, this panic and GAD flare-ups gotta get nipped in the bud. It's done it a lot before, then I'll be good for years. I mean, you could also not let it bottle back up, right? Instead, we got that phone number. Maybe like we don't let it bottle up this time. That's just a suggestion. I've started to fall asleep in my chair, so I should probably call it a night. Rose, have a great night. Sleep well. I don't want you passing out in your chair for us. It's 3 a.m. Either I'm gonna end up playing games or I'm gonna wind down in the next like 15 minutes, and I think we're gonna wind down. I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow, and I've still got to go make my cheese roll up downstairs. Ducks? Ducks tomorrow. If I do ducks, Mel, we're gonna be here longer because we know my ADHD. I can't pull away from it. If it wasn't for the fact that my last relationship was emotionally and financially manipulative and abusive, I wouldn't have gotten to the breaking point when I realized I should talk to a therapist. And then she pointed out just how many things about me that needed to be worked on. Sometimes it takes somebody outside of the situation to be able to just give you a wider view of things. Mel says, I'll bottle it up and one day I'll die. That's literally my stepfather's move. Toast said I usually let it out a lot sooner, but thinking my dog was dying didn't help, and Rach moving out didn't either. Toast, you're pushing through things, and it's a lot to handle. I'm really proud of you for looking into it and still being, you know, like, being able to, like, keep pushing forward. Athena wanting to move out and live with her didn't help. I'm so sorry to hear that, Toast. I am really sorry to hear that. She's in the talking back area where she knows everything. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Teen years can be rough. 8? Oh my gosh. How about we find a healthy coping mechanism? We make the world a bit of a brighter place by existing. That's what I try to do every night, Ruby. I try to bring it here. Sassy as shit at 8. That's a lot to handle. She got told no and she pouted for a day and she's fine now. Well, that's at least good. At least you move forward on that. I'm glad to hear that. The thing is, you have to also keep in mind at that age, they do just like to say no to push back. Sometimes they don't mean anything about it. Felt similar when my sister moved out, separation anxiety. It can be that, yeah. It's... yeah, it definitely sounds like you've been through some shit, Toast. I'm really sorry, man. One day at a time. I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad you're here with us. I know that, like... I know that this is probably the least priority that you have usually, but I am still always happy to see my chatters come back. Kira, consider we have to show Toast inbred. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I feel like I'm losing energy. I feel like we're getting too eepy to keep it up. I didn't sleep. I only slept like 4.5 hours last night. I've been up all day. The album? No, our little duck with a piece of toast around its face. Well, Toast, if you know, I can show Toast inbred and then I'll go to bed. Toast, you want to see a cute little duck with a piece of bread on its face? Oh, shit. Hold on. Well, that's the wrong tab. That's what I play every night, chat, for my outro. Not what I'm trying to do right now. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Well, yes, but have you considered... I'm going to bed, but I do want to show Toast inbred when it spawns. We got a couple of them that we need to name. And it's green. It's like avocado toast. Oh my god. And he's so tiny. He's so cute. He is baby. He is literally baby. I don't know what's going on with Rabbit Duck. I have no idea. That's my boy for real. Did we just name it Toast? Mel, did we rename? Because they don't let me name it. See, they keep taking inbred off. Honestly, it's avocado toast. God. Honestly, I'm just naming it avocado toast. Avocado toast works, right? Where is he? Avocado toast does work. Inbred doesn't work. Look. Okay, maybe it works right now. It was glitching last night. Wait, why does this one click? Chat, there's a number up in the top right. Is there another skin? How many skins does it have? I didn't even realize that this was a thing. It is. It's very toast colored. Weren't we going to bed? I'm sorry. Let me get to 500. It's literally toast colored. Okay, that did nothing. Alright, fine. It doesn't reset. Alright, hold on. You're right. Go for 10,000, maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Inbred, not inbred. No, I think mine's better. Anyway, since I got her number, she texted me little good morning messages. Aw, that's so fun, Toast. I love that. I tried to save her from her ADHD, but it's too late. You got me out. You got me out. I don't know how much longer I would have played. Blah. D, good luck with whatever the kids have been doing to you tonight. Go make them go to bed. Toast, I hope all that works out. I hope that you keep on the up and up this time. I gave my grandpa's hopes up. What do you mean? Good night, chat. Good night and have a good week, my son. Oh my gosh. Told him a girl text me, but it was a therapist. Ah! You got his... Oh, I see. Hey, I mean, technically, you know, you're not lying. Been AFK breeding and crafting this entire time. Jesus. Fun. Toast, I need to tell you something. My brain, while being a little bit high, for like half a second there, my brain was like, yo, isn't Toast like 48? And then I had to go, no, wait. That was a me thing. Nighty night, Pure. Thanks for the advice. Absolutely, Water. We are live 6 nights a week, chat. If you guys have not already followed me, please do consider dropping us a follow. We are usually live Monday through Saturday, around this time every night. I go into the evenings and we are Gucci, but we have a 12-hour, not this week. We are going to do it next week because I feel like we didn't have enough time to let people know that we hit the 12. So we're going to have our 12 happen next week and we'll plan around that. I will let you guys know, but I think tentatively we are shooting for Saturday. I will let you guys know, but I think Saturday will be what we were aiming for. I'll tell the world you're not really 600. Yeah, shh, listen. Don't worry about it. No, he's 48. That's true. That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. Not Sunday? No, I'm going to take off Sunday. I just kind of decided on like what we've got, like one day to kind of let people know. I would rather just hold off, especially because I'm gonna go out partying tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be hungover as fuck, especially because I don't drink. I don't want to push to a 12-hour hungover. I was gone and sad. Oh, Talking Peanut's interesting. He's fun. This works great for me. I figured it would be well. It's just funny. No, he definitely has his moments for sure, Toast. But guys, I am getting played up by my music. Just drink plenty of water and beer. Oh, I will be. Have a fantastic evening, chat. Drink your water. Do your squats. Be excellent to each other. And hopefully, we'll see you guys for our stream tomorrow. Bye.